I forgot that I have to do that.
Years, and we're so excited to be here with you, hosting the Minecraft Live community pre-show.
I look forward to.
I just accidentally opened Disney Plus instead of Discord.
We know they're going to be showing a never-before-seen game drop.
And even some
Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Let's hear from
Let me
some
go
Minecraft
ahead
creators from
and
all corners of the globe that
pop
you
out the
may
chat.
already know.
Hello everybody, I'm Yami and I'm
They should put me in Minecraft Live. Should put my sheep fricker. I think that'd be pretty good. Stream Disney Plus. I don't think I can do that legally. Did my notification get sent out? Okay, it did. Cool. How's everyone doing today?
Minecraft is also a great creative outlet, and it's allowed
Who
me to
is
express
this?
myself in many ways. Minecraft for me also means new
I feel like every year they get like random YouTubers that I have no idea who they are to do the pre-show. Shouldn't we watch Minecraft Live ourselves? Well, you can watch it with me and hear my opinions on it, you know? We're getting a thirst bar. Dude, if we get a thirst bar, that would be like the worst addition to Minecraft they could possibly make. Can you please turn it off? Sure.
Si je devais résumer, je dirais que Minecraft, c'est ce qui me permet d'exprimer ma créativité et de rejoindre mes deux passions.
Did he just say ChatGPT? It really sounded like he just went like ChatGPT.
Machine en redstone sur Minecraft
That is
et
cool.
que je les partage auprès de ma communauté au sein d'Aventures Incroyables. Et d'ailleurs, en parlant de communauté, Minecraft pour moi c'est aussi cet aspect communautaire très fort, de partage toujours bienveillant où chacun apporte un petit peu sa touche personnelle, son caractère dans le jeu au travers de ses créations. Et enfin, Minecraft ça signifie aussi pour moi beaucoup de rencontres avec des personnes extraordinaires qui viennent de plein d'horizons différents, de cultures différentes, et toutes ces rencontres, moi ça m'a beaucoup enrichi personnellement. Alors voilà, c'est ça que Minecraft signifie pour moi, et merci Minecraft pour tout ça.
How you doing?
Oi,
I'm doing well, Buddha. How are
eu
you?
sou a Bagi, tenho 28 anos, faço live e crio conteúdo aí há bastante tempo. Mais de uma década atrás, Minecraft me apresentou
Bro is pole dancing. What?
qual era possível me
What is
conectar
this in
com
the...
os meus amigos.
They put pole dancing in the
minha
Minecraft
criatividade
Live. Oh my gosh.
Criar qualquer coisa,
That's
sem
crazy.
barreiras no caminho. E hoje,
That's
mais
actually,
de uma década
that is
depois,
an interesting choice, I can't lie. Why did it start early? Because they do the pre-show like 15 minutes before Minecraft Live.
Vida, porque me trouxe para criação de conteúdo. E não só me conectou com os meus amigos daqui, mas com pessoas do mundo todo que acabaram se tornando.
I feel like including modding in the Minecraft Live like pre-show. Whoa, that's a cool tattoo.
Conexão. E eu sou a prova viva disso.
I don't know if that's like a... I don't know if that's literally a Minecraft tattoo, but like pixel art tattoo is kind of crazy. I feel like it's totally reasonable though to put mods in Minecraft Live because like modding is such a big part of Minecraft. I just didn't expect them to put like somebody pole dancing in Minecraft Live. They're adding streamers to Minecraft. Next update, the -Pum 4 update.
So it's really crazy all the creations that the community is creating, and I really love the redstone and all the farms they do.
Yeah,
this person
that was
has
super
very
impressive. I loved what Yami said about connecting with family. I think that is so important.
Bro's hair is like 6 inches taller.
If you want to get involved and aren't sure where to start, you can join us on the official Minecraft Discord, where you can find over 1 million other community members who are there to connect and support each other.
It's so cool to see how big this community has grown over the years, and many people are creating massive.
I'm honestly, there's nothing like wrong with it. I'm just impressed. Like, how does Bro make it so tall?
These next creators are doing it all, and they shared with us what they're most proud of from their time playing Minecraft.
Hair if we could see it.
Hey everyone, happy Minecraft Live Day! My name is Blue Jay, and I started a Minecraft Bedrock Edition survival guide series just a couple of years ago with my friend Prow. My goal for the series was to challenge myself to try new things in vanilla survival so that I could teach them to you. One build that I'm really proud of involves some redstone and a nether portal. This is my firework rocket activated nether portal.
I feel like I'm pretty like in the know with Minecraft.
I've spent most of my time in Minecraft.
But like, I haven't heard of any of these people.
And my home, Toronto, including all the interiors and transit connections. Seeing the excitement of visitors to the Building Toronto project has created lasting memories in Minecraft and is definitely what I am most proud of. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at my city building project.
Wow, that's
my name is
cool.
Game Fruit Pulp, and I'll see you all next time.
My name is Jamal. I am
oh my gosh, that's crazy. I actually do know this guy.
Proud of in Minecraft
this
is
guy's
my
a
current
Twitch
hardcore
streamer.
world. I have been in this world for 4 years.
That's actually
over
crazy.
25,000 days, 5,000 plus hours. I've built a lot, and by far
they put Jamal in here, bro. I'm surprised they didn't put Linksy. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Linksy will show up.
Organic.
That's cool though.
Villages. I love Minecraft.
I've been building my forever world for over 10 years now. Welcome to the land of Lutora. It's not just another world, it's modeled after a series of books I've been writing for just as long. We've been building this world live ever since I first began streaming, so that as you read the books, you can better immerse yourself in the story, because you've seen what each place looks like. And might even be able to walk it yourself someday. The world is built in survival mode, and we even have a D&D campaign based on the story as well.
I'm Tanisha, a Minecraft hardcore content creator who survived in the same world for over 5 years now.
Still don't know. I don't know who this person is either.
I transformed
we're like
the
1
Nether
for
into
10
an ocean
so far.
oasis,
Although some of
the
them,
end into
to
a
be
winter
fair, some of them don't speak English, so I would not know them. These are beautiful worlds,
and
though.
an ocean monument into Australia.
Hi everyone, I'm Crispy Twig. I love creating mods and add-ons for both Java and Bedrock. My most popular project, and project I'm most proud of, is called Naturalist. It's available on both Java and the Bedrock Marketplace, and I originally conceptualized it with my friend Noon a few years ago. Alongside this, I also love studying animal behaviors.
But I've heard of Naturalist.
I'm Roz, also known as Roz Combat. Something that I'm proud of
you were the actual
I've been able to use my
stream will be better.
to raise money for charity.
I also don't
was
know who this
recently
person
diagnosed
is.
with type 1 diabetes, so I decided to host a building competition and seeing everyone come together to raise money for something that impacts me every day.
If the name of the
Makes
update
me
is
feel
like
really
the
emotional.
ambience update,
Thank you for listening.
No, they're definitely gonna do something. They're gonna make it like an alliteration or something.
Those Minecraft
I love
worlds
that
are
transition.
incredible.
That's
It is
dope.
seriously impressive to have survived that long.
It's truly amazing to see how much this game has brought communities together across the world. I'm here from Mexico. You are here from Canada.
And
that's a cool
our
little
next creator
flower
is
in the
here
background.
from Australia.
Also, what the hell are
she
these
is one of my
chairs?
best friends who's built her own
Those chairs
Minecraft
do not look
community over the
comfortable.
past decade.
Those chairs are made of the copper grate block. Oh, I know who this person
over my
is.
time have created many a build to cringe at and love all the same. But when 2024 came around the corner, Redstone piqued an interest, and I've since made some creations that I will remember for a while.
Me?
From word solutions to a ballroom that converts into a mace arena, I'm pretty stoked.
You can't hit me if I stand here.
Where you going, Etho?
You can't hit
sure
me
about
over
that? Yeah! However, the standout piece of Minecraft to me are the great friends and community that I've made along the way.
You should have advertised the pre-show.
Come on in. Oh.
So I could have advertised Village Game. Oh, I should have been in the pre-show. Yeah, dude. That would have been crazy. Put me in the pre-show. I recently made Squid Game with Village Game. You guys, or Squid Game in Minecraft with the villagers. You guys should all go watch it. I know who that guy is.
Oh, seriously, you don't die. You're like...
People, like, autocorrect always changes Korean's name to Grain. And it's so funny. I love when, like, people just type in, like, my favorite YouTuber is Grain.
You're adorable. Stop trying it. Ruin it for me. Jim.
I'm currently working on a massive sheet
Let me
for her.
make
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay, come here. Come here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Look at me. You're adorable.
Should have showcased me because I won Dash from Squid Game. Yeah, true.
Those clips that you saw right there, they were some of my favorite memories that Minecraft has brought, and I cannot wait to see what's next.
Grain is good.
Pearl, stop it. Seriously though, spending time with friends is incredible, and I'm so lucky to be living in Canada, but to have made a friend all the way over in Australia through Minecraft.
One of my favorite things about Minecraft is just what Pearl talked about, building a world with my friends.
That was such a interesting sentence. She really just went, making friends is awesome.
This past December,
well, the second part of her sentence was like more meaningful, but saying making friends is awesome was really funny. Like, no, you don't say.
Mini games and one finale.
The mini games played were Order Up, Tomb Titans.
I'm gonna go ahead and just
Extraction.
lock my
Race.
frickin'
Party.
what is the word? My settings. My quality setting. There we go. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's Feinberg.
Let's hunt.
I have no idea who this is, but I know Feinberg. Feinberg's the goat.
And a shockwave finale.
There are 33 people who disliked the stream. Oh man, what did I do?
We won for Minecraft. We won for charity. Everyone donate.
Yeah.
Party is literally
thanks to this event, over $100,000 was donated to the Nature Conservancy, an organization.
Well, Minecraft Live is just going to tell you what things are and not have leaks.
Collaborating and strategizing with your teammates was so important.
Well, Minecraft is great for collaborating, especially when your cat goes missing and you must save her.
Speaking of,
Did you say your cat girl is
an
missing?
event for two creators, Queso and Quackity, to come together and save Queso's cat, Kitty, who was lost deep in the Pale Garden.
Dude, look at this thing! Creakings confirmed, not built like a Ferris wheel? What is that? Oh my goodness, it's Kitty. You gotta be kidding me. I think these are literally the instructions. There's nothing friendly in this eerie Minecraft.
What is happening? Dude, I don't even know, man. I never really care about the the pre-show or very many of the people who are in it.
It's right there beside you. Oh my god, it looks just like the tree. Dude, it blended in. It looks just like the tree, man.
You see my face for the first time? Wow, crazy. Queso mention? I don't really know much about Queso, but Kitty is cute. I have seen Queso's cat. I think.
Stupid lever, man. It's kitty time! It's kitty time! Look, she just fell down right there. I knew we could do it.
What is this
I
map?
really never.
Is this like a puzzle map?
For a second.
I think it's a puzzle map or something.
We need to build
I don't know,
our own little house. Dude. What do you mean horde mode? What is that? Is that a horde mode has
I have a Chula plushie IRL.
You did not just abandon me with the creaking dude.
I need a Chula
There's like 80
plushie.
of them blocking me. Dude.
Queso mentioned the stream is gonna collapse.
Oh my god.
Dang. Surprised that pale moss held him.
I joined
It was
you
a
in the
horror map?
lava.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm glad we shared in this adventure together. For Kitty, ya valimos. Ya valimos.
That Minecraft event looked seriously intense. Queso, I hope you get
I thought
Kitty
they were
back
about
in the
to
next
go
Minecraft
seriously intense and then have a Taki sponsorship.
Minecraft Live
Kind
is
of
now only
unfortunate that they
minutes away.
It would have been
Before
really
we
funny.
sign off, let's take a moment to celebrate all the wonderful, creative, and talented players who make this community
Let's take a moment
special.
to celebrate
Thanks
Dash
for
Home
hanging
4,
out with
the
us.
best
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Minecraft
Atentos
villager
porque viene lo
murder.
bueno.
Okay, ¿están listos?
No, not a short streamer.
Voy.
Oh
Okay,
no. They got
Empieza.
the short streamer. Oh, I've seen people do that. That's always cool. Oh my. What was that? Dude, they showed like one of those, I don't know, they showed like a really random clip of like a animated Minecraft thing that I imagine is just like kids slop shorts content, you know? I shouldn't be talking because I am a slop shorts creator, but I like to think my my shorts are a little bit less slop. Oh, that's crazy. Did they just make a gold nugget? Oh my gosh, cringy goal again.
Here is the Pale
When will I get in?
This is the Pale Mansion. I think the banner sounds way more menacing.
They put cringy goal in for the second time. When will they put Dash Pump 4 in for the first? Your shorts aren't slop. Thank you. I'm like mostly kidding when I call my shorts slop. The chicken in the thumbnail has hair. That's just how that's how the winter chicken looks now. I gotta turn the volume down because I feel like their voice is exactly the same volume as mine. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Now it's like there. So their voice should be a little bit quieter than mine. You're really underrated, thank you.
Mehr ist es ja nicht. Oh mein Gott, oh mein Gott.
What is
Was
this?
ein Last-Minute Timing.
Let's craft up
Oh,
a
they
little
have
bit more.
like a challenge to get.
That is quick.
These things are cool. I kind of want some of them. The blocks, so the magnetic blocks are pretty cool. I can't lie.
Get it.
I feel like for a builds channel, they could have showed a better build. That was just like a hallway with some trees or some little bushes.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, that guy's cooking. How long until Minecraft Live? Okay, 1 minute. All right. Thank goodness. I just wanna know what the freaking updates are and stuff. And I need Minecraft movie updates. Please, Minecraft movie. How is your Squid Game thing not there? I don't know. I assumed they would email me or something to ask if they can use my footage in the live stream, and I did not get an email, so they're not putting me in there. I imagine they're not going to put me in there because I, like, murder lots of villagers. Alright, finally. Are we getting the Minecraft Spicewood update? Or the Spicewood game now? Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Looks like they're gonna show the new game. Oh, maybe not. Yo, they're vibing! Element Animations, I'm assuming Element Animations still does the Minecraft Live stuff. They're very, very good at what they do. As much as I am not a huge fan of the Enderman flossing, they do a great job.
Live, coming to you from the Mojang office here in Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, look at that llama.
Today we have a packed show for you. We'll be unveiling brand new features, giving new insights from our developers, and showing exclusive content from a Minecraft movie.
He's so
we'll
dreamy.
Also be revealing the first steps into something that might just change how you look at your Minecraft worlds forever. You have continued
I swear
to
if they had
the
thirst bar, bro.
Never have imagined.
If they had the thirst bar, I'm modding it out.
And it's all thanks to you. Since the beginning, we've been adding new blocks, features, and mobs, widening our world and give you more opportunity for creativity. And there's more of that to come. Recently, we've started revisiting some areas of Minecraft and looking into how we can improve our core experience, whether that's breathing new life into existing biomes or implementing features to improve the experience for all types of players.
I love the new features
to existing biomes. More details, be sure to catch the deep dig taking place at the end of the show. For now, let's catch up with some familiar faces who just happen to be tiny experts in our game drop strategy.
Oh my gosh, it's Tiny Boo!
Already? And we're doing it twice.
Are they doing the mob vote again?
Why are there now several game drops throughout the year?
Please, mob vote.
Help!
Bring it back.
Not right now.
I need the mob vote.
Are you okay, Tiny Boo?
You look confused. Do you need us to explain how a calendar works again?
Tiny Jens, Tiny Agnes, can you explain why we do game drops now? And why Minecraft Live is now 2 shows a year? And what are your favorite colors?
Minecraft Live is now 2 shows that we do throughout the year, so we can communicate our evil plans to our players more often.
Evil?
Did I say evil? I meant to say exciting.
If they add the thirst bar, it really would be an evil plan. Vote Penguin.
And game drops are our new release structure that we started in 2024. There will be several throughout the year. It means content drops of varying sizes.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the game drops still.
More frequently.
I feel like I liked bigger updates.
Favorite color happens to be
mainly because of modding.
Does that clear everything up?
But
everything except Beach Ball.
Last year,
the 2 Minecraft Lives a year is fun.
Drops,
I like that.
Armadillos, wolf variants, this pale garden biome, and more to Minecraft.
Don't forget the creaking.
I wish
and so far the drops have been good.
Remember the creaking.
What? We don't do voting.
Already this
he
year,
popped
we have
the beach
previewed
ball.
our first 2025 game drop, bringing in nature blocks, different types of cows, pigs, and chickens, and firefly bushes to Minecraft. Aww.
But that's just the beginning of what we've got planned. Today, we'll be
that
sharing details
what just
of
ran
another
by? Was
brand
that
new game
pigs
drop
in the
coming
background?
this year.
I think it might have been pigs.
Can we call it the Tiny Boo
Adding
drop?
a thirst bar would be a
I think we need to
massive
have a talk
mistake.
again.
True.
Off camera.
Hooray!
Dude, the transitions are amazing. I gotta get transitions like this for my stream. I'm just gonna like rotoscope out the backgrounds on all these transitions and steal them for myself.
Hello, I'm Agnes, and I'm so happy to be here with you all again. We have quite many things we would love to share with you all today, and we will start with something that many of you have already been testing. And today, I'm happy to announce the name and date for our upcoming drop. It's called Spring to Life, and it will actually be releasing in just a few days' time on March 25th.
That title is so sad.
To make them more delightful and to give them a clearer and more unique personality.
They didn't bother to do like an alliteration or
some
anything.
Of the existing core values Minecraft already has.
Spring to life,
exploration and building.
It's just like
because it's so much more exciting
it's
and
just
inspiring
like
and
it's
fun
just like
to journey
bland,
through the Minecraft
you know?
world and to make it your own when the places
Spring to Life is probably like the first name that you could come up with, and they went with it.
Lovely decks.
I saw some people come up with way better names.
A couple of days away now. I'm really excited for players to get their hands on it and play.
Yeah,
with all
foliage
the new
and
features we've
friends.
added. I think it's a nice,
so much better.
Spring cleaning to the overworld biomes.
The overall goal for this drop was to make the biomes feel like more different from each other and more alive, and the way we've done that is by adding new blocks that are unique to certain biomes.
They do look nice.
We've
I
added
won't lie.
mob variations that occur in certain biomes, and then we've added
They've grown on
new
me.
sounds
I didn't care
and
initially
moving
about the mob
particles
variants
to add
and
some
the like
feeling of motion as
and
well.
the stuff on the ground, but they do look nice.
I think our current farm animal mobs are pretty iconic. So I wanted to keep like some of the features that I think are important to them.
Increase the sound.
But at
it's
the
like the
same
same
time,
volume
I
as
wanted
my
to kind of
voice.
introduce some kind of like new colors, or for like the cows, I introduced some like different horn types and stuff. For the cold cow, we were inspired by the Highland
They should have
cattle,
named the
which is very
update
fluffy
Alan.
and very
Interesting.
fuzzy, very cute. We have the hot climate pig, which is the Red River hog, kind of inspired.
Oh my
It has
gosh.
this cool
That's a cute
markings on
pig.
its face and everything. And then we have cold or cool chicken, which is inspired by Polish chickens. Which
Yo,
have
the
some
Polish
very
chickens
nice
actually
kind of
have
feathers
dope hair
going
in
on.
real life.
I think my
That's
favorite
crazy.
is the cool chicken, just because I get to say cool chicken around the office a lot.
Tell us the water block thing. Yeah, true.
The new sounds we've added is sounds for the desert, sounds for firefly bush, sounds for the leaf litter, and sound personalities for the wolves.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
The desert biome
I kind of forgot
is a
about
really
that,
peaceful
even though I made a short about
place.
it.
You will start to hear sounds of sand and wind. And hopefully
I
you
feel
will
like I
feel the
have ambient
emptiness
sounds
of the
off, so I won't really notice that, but it's a nice
The
change.
overworld got
I'll
ambient
take
sounds
it.
attached to the blocks, so if the player removes all of the blocks, the sound goes away. And if the player is bringing these blocks that has sounds, you bring the sound as well.
And we think some players who really want to like stretch their building skills and take it a bit further will start trying to incorporate
Can't hear the
sounds
stream
into
over
their
Dash.
builds as
Well, I'm only talking when it's like not particularly
The
important.
wolf sounds are actually not wolves, it's dogs. I went to a dog daycare and recorded a lot of dogs.
Could you do the Mad Wolf?
Do you guys think that the dogs are being paid for having their sounds used in the Minecraft game or in the Minecraft update?
Just to add more movement to the
I don't think they are.
overworld. For example, with the new firefly bush, the block attracts firefly particles that move around above it, which is really nice when you find them in the swamp or near rivers. And because the fireflies come out in darkness and go away in the light, like a technical player can even switch them on and off. So there's a lot that you can do with this block. I'm really excited about the new spawn eggs too.
Dog being paid
For players who are
5
playing creative mode.
calories
We have
per
so many
bark?
mobs in the game now,
How do you
and the
pay
spawn
someone in
eggs, they're starting
calories?
to look a bit all the same. Like it gets harder and harder to remember
Paid
which one is which.
100 mine
So
coins.
I think the new art is just fantastic.
Oh
and
yeah,
there's so
spawn
much
eggs are
character
nice. I
and
forgot about that,
personality.
but yeah.
Similar to the
I want
changes
them
to
to
the
have
lodestone
eyes
recipe,
still.
we also wanted to change the cartographer villager traits so that you get more maps to take you towards other villages in different biomes, again, to sort of encourage
also like
players
this
to
change.
explore and move to different locations with knowing a bit more what they're going to get.
In case you missed anything, here's a summary from our friends at Element Animation.
Yay! I love Element Animation. Yo, he's vibing, bro. You got awfully close to that chicken. He just called everyone in chat a slur. I speak villager, and that's what he said. Oh my gosh, it's the bush. That is not canon. Villagers cannot do that in the game. That is not canon. Oh my gosh. They should actually add the thing. You guys remember how if you get stung by a bee, you may or may not know this, but if you get stung by a bee, little stingers stick out of you. They should add that for cactuses too. Oh my gosh, he tripping. I thought he was about to wake up and be in real life in like the Minecraft movie. This is absolutely the right way to introduce new updates to the game. Paid the dogs in rotten flesh. Couldn't even give him like bones or steak. There are like 1,000 leaves around him. Why does he want that one? Where did their eyes go? I guess they closed them. Dude, it must take so much time to make these animations. It must be like a ridiculous amount of time. And it was all a dream. Oh, he got his leaf though. Yay!
Hi, I'm Emma, and I play Natalie in a Minecraft
Oh my
movie.
gosh, I know that girl. She's from the Minecraft movie.
With my friends way back when I was like 10.
She plays Steve, I'm pretty sure.
We were on a competitive dance team, and whenever we had a spare moment, we'd play Minecraft together. Action! Guys, I've read about this. We're experiencing a shared delusion. When I was offered the role of Natalie, it felt like such a cool opportunity to bring together my love of acting and Minecraft. I was blown away when I stepped on set for the first time. It sunk in that I was in Minecraft. It was such a cool moment seeing all the set pieces come together.
The villagers without their big heads, it looks so funny.
The life-size blocky trees, the cute potatoes, and how interactive the village set was. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It felt spot on, like I was walking right into the game.
Spot on, I don't know
if
I would describe it as
on
that.
Amazing set. This is the first time Natalie and the crew have stepped into a Minecraft village, and they start to learn the ins and outs.
Movie drops on April 4th.
Very different world.
Is she from Wednesday? I have no idea anything else she's been in. She's just Steve.
Midport Village.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are these guys?
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you. They just like to chill, trade, and eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing a loaf.
So they built all this?
Yeah, most of it. But the good stuff you see, that's all Steve. Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits. Relax, it's just an iron golem, local security force. But they're a bunch of big softies. Unless you start messing with the villagers. Don't ever do that.
This place makes no sense.
Come with me.
I would not last in the Minecraft movie. I would beat up the villagers, and the Iron Golem would kill me.
I got just the place, buddy. Hello there. Woo-hoo! Oh, dude, I got goose pimples just walking up on it. You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? I did, and you're about to find out.
The village might look peaceful for now,
This
but
movie
later in the movie,
looks
it's
like
the
it's
center
going to
of
be
a ton
fun.
of action. I had a lot of fun training for the fight
villagers to
scenes
play
and learning
Squid
how to
Game?
take out
Yeah.
hostile mobs. Surprisingly enough, my dance background really helped with the stunts. I mean, fight choreography and dancing do have a lot in common. A Minecraft movie is coming to theaters on April 4th. Get your tickets now. If you can't wait to experience some of the things the movie has in store, Mojang has you covered. Starting on March 25th, you'll be able to join an in-game live event where you can play mini-games inspired by the movie and even earn an exclusive cape.
Alright, I gotta do a stream for that.
End of the show,
oh,
where
another
Jens and I
cape?
will play a quest from the live
Jeez.
event.
There's a lot of capes for the Minecraft movie, dude. Oh my gosh, it's Steve! Those wolves look... I don't know why they didn't use, like, regular wolf textures. Oh! Where did they all come from? I wonder... yeah, this looks like it'll be fun. As much as it might be like goofy, it's all very technically impressive, you know? Everything looks real good. Okay, so you complete. Oh, you get a portal to the mines. You get the "As a child, I yearned for the mines" cape. Let's go.
Oh no.
I'm very much looking forward to share our new unseen game drop. But before that, we have something a bit different that will first come to Bedrock in a few months. And we can see it as the start of a new journey. And Jens and Jasper are here to talk
tell me
more.
Bedrock is getting a farm, like a mob spawning mechanics update. Please.
In the beginning, we would create the art for Minecraft's new features as we were developing them. I made the pixel art for lots of things, and though I enjoyed doing that, I wouldn't call myself an artist. Over time, and after seeing all the cool things players were making, we decided that vanilla Minecraft deserved something better. So we brought in dedicated visual artists to work on the game. World of Colors was the first update to include their work. Minecraft's simple style also encouraged players to create their own textures and shaders to customize the look of the game. Now, we are very excited to show you the next step for Minecraft's visual design. A new look that still stays true to our creative principles.
Oh,
I'm proud to present vibrant visuals.
Oh. They like a default shaders. Oh, okay. I thought they were about to change all the textures.
Of the game. It enhances like all the visuals and everything you see, but it doesn't influence gameplay. When you enter the game, there's an immediate sense of wonder. You see the sun shining through the trees, maybe behind the mountain, maybe through the clouds.
I'm good with default shaders. That's cool.
It makes the game like have a really epic scale, and it's so much more interesting to explore. You might notice when
I was really scared that they were going to do another texture change and change all the textures, and I was like, why would they do that?
That allows us to create extra textures for every texture, and this will enhance how the lighting behaves on the block.
My PC will explode.
We have improved like our emissive textures, so stuff actually glows now, like spider eyes or enderman eyes.
Or glow squids?
In the large caves, it also looks very, very nice with all the glow berries around there. When you're building your house, you might want to be a little bit pickier now, because you will likely want to make it face the sun.
Will they glow?
Because compared to before, now the light will actually shine through your windows and light up your room.
Will glow squids glow?
In the past, whenever I took screenshots of my own builds, I tended to do them when it was dawn or dusk in the day and night cycle, because that gave the most interesting contrast. Now with vibrant visuals, the directional light and the shadows and all the effects will give you a much more opportunity to create very interesting screenshots.
One of my favorite new improvements is the water. Like the water has reflection now and it looks absolutely amazing. Beautiful. The deep dark, the skull is now emissive and creates a really magical scene. Before it did so as well, but
the
now
like fully dark areas just look weird. Like over here, that's like very strange.
One of my favorite things that the team created is the way shadows align with the grids and pixels. I've not seen that in any other game, and it feels true to
that's
Minecraft.
Nice.
The shadows, they add a lot of good contrast to the world. It helps put everything in context, and it will make the world feel a little bit more familiar. You can also see in the reflections that they're pixelated according to the texture. This is for the sake of consistency, and we think it looks great.
The ground look of underwater looks kind of strange.
So vibrant visuals.
I know what they're going for though.
Backwards compatible with all your old worlds. You can just turn it on in the settings.
What about
it runs locally, so you can play together with your friends that don't have it activated in the same server.
I mean, I guess it's good that they say that, but I would kind of expect
vibrant
that.
visuals. We felt that it was important to do something new and fresh while keeping it true to vanilla. And I think Jasper and the team did a great job.
Like, if they didn't let you play with people who aren't using shaders, that'd be really
We are at the
stupid.
very start of a long journey. We believe this is something very special for the game.
I don't
We
know
are
if it's a
bringing
Bedrock
vibrant
only thing.
visuals to a broad range of devices. This graphical
I think
upgrade is planned for Java, and we're exploring how to do
It's
it.
planned for Java.
But the first version will be available on compatible Bedrock devices in the
so it's
coming
Bedrock
months.
only for
I
now.
hope these new features will inspire people to create even more amazing builds.
Oh my gosh, POV, you're in LA? Yo, he hit that.
Well, thanks.
And now it's time to announce a never-before-seen game drop. It's something completely new, and I must confess I'm very excited about it. It's something that helps you build really big structures. It's something that might make you create a completely new kind of relationship with an existing mob. And it's also something that makes it extra precious to journey through the Minecraft world together with your friends.
Rideable
And
phantoms.
it all starts with a rather special and possibly quite sad new block you find in the Nether.
Oh.
More precisely, in the Soul Sand Valleys, around these familiar
Oh, so it's gonna be ghasts.
bone structures.
Rideable
But
ghasts,
if you
probably.
take a closer look, you might notice something you haven't seen before. It's a bit hard to tell from behind, but if you look from the other side, you will see a sad face that you probably recognize. It's a dried ghast.
They dried him. Oh my
the
gosh,
dry
they're
gas is
adding
a
rideable
little bit
gas.
smaller than a regular block, and well, it has this cute little tentacles on the sides, and has this just a little bit grumpy face to it.
Dude, they're adding stuff from the movie to the game.
Then you might think that, well, let's put water on it. But there is no water in Nether.
So we can bring it to somewhere where there is water.
Why would the gas need water?
Bring it with us from the Nether through a portal, and what better way to rehydrate a dried ghast than just put it in water?
And then we wait.
And wait.
A little bit over time is gonna start, first it's grumpy, right? Then it gets neutral, and then it's gonna start smile more and more.
Because then a gasling is spawned.
So cute!
That is...
It's baby! It's precious, it's baby!
He's smiling, he's happy.
Certainly an interesting addition.
So the ghastling just floats around the overworld. I mean, it's a little balloon, basically, right? So yeah, it does what a balloon does. It floats and goes around, but it's also very curious. So it's gonna somewhat imprint over players or mobs and just follow them around a bit until it gets bored, and then it's just gonna, go and follow something else.
This one will not spit fireballs, but you can feed it with something, Agnes.
Yes. It actually is quite fond of snowballs instead, of course.
I think it's so adorable. It's both hydration and cooling down.
And when it grows up,
I guess that
it turns
maybe
into
fits with
yet
Minecraft
another
lore.
new thing, which is the happy ghast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the happy ghast is friendly towards the player. It's gonna roam around, fly around. If the ghast brings you fire,
so
the
cursed.
happy ghast brings you smiles.
There's one more thing you can do with happy ghast. You can fly on it.
Which is obviously what you long for when you see your buddy flying around in the sky. You want to go flying with it. So if you craft a harness for your ghast, you can tempt the ghast to come closer with the harness, put the harness on, and jump up on it.
An interesting thing about the harness also is that you can use it as an indicator to see if someone is riding the ghast, because, well, it's got these goggles, and if someone is riding it,
This is so weird.
We have a new neat feature as well, Agnes, the locator bar, right?
Yes, so we have a new feature, the locator bar, which you see like at the bottom of the screen, and there you can see kind of in which direction your friends are. So then like when you're out flying on the Happy Ghast, for example, and want to find your friend, you see, okay, I should travel here.
That's so bad. I'm sorry. That's so bad. Ghast should not be rideable.
Fly on it together.
So you can be the passenger princess on my Ghast.
I guess having multiple people fly on them is good. Yeah, this is so cursed.
Happy Ghast is gonna be a great tool for our survival builders because it's a bit like being in creative mode, but in survival, right? You have this platform that allows you to position wherever you want in the sky, and then you can just dismount and build from the position you are at, which is super convenient when working on mega builds or sky bases or tall towers. Is super handy.
What I like is the opportunity we have with all these things. We have the dried ghast with all of its decorative implications, the ghastling, which is livening up a base, which is just lovely. Then there is the Happy Ghast with all of the shenanigans you can do with the PvP, the construction, racing, and so many more things.
Very soon, players will be able to try out these new features in snapshot betas and previews, and we are so excited to see all the feedback we're gonna get.
I really don't think this is it.
Today we announced our second game drop of the year. It will star dried ghasts, ghastlings, happy ghasts, and more.
Look forward to a ghastly summer.
We also announced vibrant visuals, a graphics upgrade coming soon to Bedrock.
Oh, and the first drop of 2025 is arriving on March 25th, starring both cold and warm pigs.
Along with leaf litter, new leaf falling particle effects, and loads more features that we don't have time to talk about before this ghast crashes.
Before this what?
I mean, lands safely. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to co-host the after show.
But that's really with average size Jens, Agnes, and Wu.
Was that like 30 minutes?
We can watch it together right now.
Could be worse, could be a thirst bar. That's absolutely true. If it was a thirst bar, that would be awful. So thank goodness it is.
Welcome to the Minecraft Live Deep Dig After Show. We'll play Spring to Life, our newest game drop, take a ride on a Happy Ghast, as well as check out our new movie live event. We have extra special guests, content creator Snifferish, as well as star of a Minecraft movie, Emma Myers. And of course, we'll hear directly from our developers who will play the game with us.
What about Spicewood, man? Maybe Spicewood was wrong. Rideable ghast just doesn't seem like something we need.
Agnes, why don't you tell everyone what you do?
Of course, so like hello everyone, I'm Agnes, and I'm the game director for Minecraft.
Someone needs to
so that means that I work a lot on like, the creative side of the game, looking ahead, kind of where do we want to take the game, and of course collaborate a lot with the team.
That is an interesting
I'm
idea.
Snifferish, sometimes known as Cassie or just Sniff, and I'm a Minecraft content creator and a long-time player.
And Gustav, what do you do?
Yeah, hi, I'm Gustav. I'm a community developer here at Mojang. So I help Agnes and the developers.
I'll talk more about my opinions after the
interpret and understand what Cassie and all the other millions of Minecraft fans and players around the world think of the game and what we're doing. So I feed that back to the game teams.
That sounds like a fun job.
It's a super fun job.
Could you tell Agnes I'm excited to play Minecraft with you?
Agnes, you're super excited.
They have more copper great blocks.
That's exactly
we
how
saw it live.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's jump into the game. We're going to play Spring to Life. And you know what? The first thing we're going to do, let's walk down.
Okay, I feel like I can talk, I guess, over this. I don't think this part really matters.
So hello, this is me and my skin.
Oh, yeah.
I don't actually care that much about, like...
Which one are you, Agnes?
I don't care that much about the update being small. This update just doesn't feel like something that belongs in Minecraft, like, whatsoever. I just don't think I like the idea of rideable ghasts. Like, they just, in the Pale Garden update, added a new scaffolding block that is amazing for big builds. And, like, then they immediately added in rideable ghast that you can stand on, which is, like, a neat idea. Like, I won't lie, it's a neat idea. It just, like, I don't think it should have been ghast. I feel like they should have done phantoms, if anything. We don't need multiple people to ride them. They should have done phantoms, and you can sit on a phantom and fly around and build.
It just looks like it's willing to listen.
Just you, Dash. I love these new ghasts.
It really does.
What do you like about them? What do you mean, new scaffolding?
Looks at you like
What was the scaffolding blocks? The resin blocks are insta-mineable, so they're really good. No one likes phantoms though. That's what would make them. That's what would make people like phantoms. Why just leave phantoms as the most hated mob in the game? And instead of allowing phantoms to have a purpose.
Yeah, that's so nice. All right, let's walk on down this path.
And you know, by
run a poll.
These animal variants.
So I don't think that the happy ghast is like a terrible idea. It just doesn't feel like it belongs in Minecraft. It feels like something that would be in like dungeons or legends.
Improve them. And I think that's really important because we have, you know, a super long-term vision for Minecraft, and then it's so important to like both, of course, add new things, but also go back and improve existing things.
I love the warm chicken. It just feels warm.
It does look very cozy.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do. No, like you look at them and you know right away. Like there's a warmth to the designs of each of the animals.
And I really appreciate like seeing them all next to each other. It just makes them feel so much more individual.
Is that what you think about the ghast airships in the movie too? Well, it's the Minecraft movie, so I don't really.
Which also is really
I don't
great
think
for immersion,
that those really belong a ton, but
and then it's easier to be
I think that the implementation of the ghast airships also makes more sense.
Things you've walked by, like wildflowers.
It's like a hot air balloon as opposed to riding on top.
To just add so much more depth to the world.
Yeah, we're seeing a bunch
like riding on top of the ghast is kind of dumb. If it was like you put a platform below it, like in the movie, I think that would make more sense.
The flowers, the cactus flowers in particular, I like because I think Sandra said in the main show she was talking about the sounds in the desert.
Yeah, we can use that in End Islands to get an elytra.
So just adding like small
I
stuff
feel
like cactus flowers really makes a big difference.
Elytras were already like easy enough to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. I don't know why we would need those. Like we already have elytras to get around. Transportation. Mojang refuses to fix old transportation and instead just adds a new transportation that will continue to overshadow old transportation. And that's so I don't know, that's just lame to me.
Again, we just wanted to find neat little ways of
I feel like the happy ghast takes like 1 minute to code. I don't know. I think the happy ghast looks cursed, but especially the armor you put on it, dude.
You really want to find
it looks so bad.
So you can harvest specific materials or maybe build.
It looks so bad. But
there you go,
I think
that's very true.
I think with a texture pack you could make it look a lot less bad.
Yes.
It's just like, why is the ghast wearing goggles?
So we have changed
the ghast wearing goggles is really goofy.
Yes.
So Agnes,
we have Elytra in the game. What made them think a rideable ghast was a good idea? Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
The happy ghast is for early game.
We use netherite.
Early game isn't supposed to have flying though.
Which is, of course, very rare.
The whole point of the Elytra is once you get far enough in the game, you get to fly now.
We think it's
now you can get flying like 3 minutes into the game, and that's just like kind of stupid.
Like the right reward at the right place in the game progression.
And it just seems weird.
So, yeah,
so now
there's surely some lore implications to it, but it just seems weird to me that the happy ghast is gotten by you find a dried ghast, you wet it, it's a nether mob, it isn't wet, you wet it and then you feed it snowballs, again, which are like a wet thing, like it's a nether mob.
Absolutely.
Look at these fireflies.
And also you're all staring at
Change the title.
the lever.
There's a lever.
All right, pull the lever. There you go. Okay, we have a secret door.
I haven't really been paying attention to what they're doing here.
Oh.
It's a pig.
This is such a creative, beautiful way of using the fireflies.
The part is super weird. It's a nether, not overworld.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Truly creating an ambiance that you couldn't get without this.
If they had done phantoms, I would have been like fully on board.
Of the pig.
Yes.
It's just stupid for it to be ghast.
In the chest?
It's not supposed to be in the nether, that's why it's dried out in the nether. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess that's the lore implication. It just doesn't feel...
The fireflies also have their own
doesn't feel like it belongs.
Ambient sounds, yes. So you could actually... There you got a bit of both. Like you got... They don't really read firefly
Was
when
the
they're
middle
done
of
that
the
way,
ghast
which is super
open
cool to
when
me.
you fly in it?
But
yeah,
you could
that's
just
also
have the ambient
kind
sound
of
fireflies
strange.
if you know, just hide them away entirely. So
I kind of like
having
the
that choice.
idea, like...
Makes me think of like a summer night.
It'll grow on me, I'm sure, because the ability to move around a platform for building is amazing.
So what I like is you can
but
see how they can be used
I just
in a build,
like...
but also how they
One thing that I
enhance
know
the
is going to
natural
happen
beauty
is
of being
people are
just
going to
outside.
accidentally suffocate their ghasts to death all the time.
The way that you guys have been using particles recently
And
has been
so that will be one
very
thing.
immersive. Like, oh, there's the falling
But
leaves.
like,
They add so much.
I don't know, the happy
really
ghast is
feels
just
like
weird.
more of
It just
a
doesn't, it just
lively
really
world.
doesn't feel like it belongs in Minecraft.
So many friends.
So many friends.
You know, like personality.
Like, I had no problem with the creaking. The creaking feels like it belongs enough in Minecraft. The happy ghast just doesn't to me.
And now by then combining
They need to add more
the
jungle
personality
mobs.
sounds with the visual variants in all the different ways.
No, they need to add more, like,
in the game.
I don't know, it just feels like a
special.
random addition that will help people, but just doesn't seem necessary to me.
This building reminds me just of Sweden.
It will look cool like a
It's
balloon.
very Swedish.
The texture that they showed looks absolutely
The
stupid.
corners.
Why does creaking belong but not happy ghast?
Yeah,
It's hard to explain what makes something feel Minecrafty, but creaking feels Minecrafty enough.
Beautiful. I love all of the mob eggs. Like I just can't get over how
Happy ghast
perfect
just doesn't
for
feel
me
Minecrafty.
The new textures are, and just how
And
much they capture
not only does it
each
not feel
individual
Minecrafty, but
mob
it
and
doesn't
just,
feel
like,
necessary.
Some tiny pixels. Yes.
I think we actually
It
got
feels
like
like
a
it.
message
It
when
feels
they
like
said
the
Snapshot and
people who
beta
made
preview.
the Minecraft
We
movie
got a
were like,
message
you
from
guys
my
have to
parents
add
saying,
something
like,
from
"Thank you
it to
so
the
much.
game,
Have
so
to
that we
run
can
to the Xbox
so that we
every
can
5
advertise the
minutes
Minecraft
to
movie
type
more.
in name of mob. Now they can actually, like, you know.
Ash is being a
Well,
downer.
Gustav, thank you so much for walking us through.
No, I will
Drink
definitely
some
use it.
And
I will
while
definitely
we bring
use
out
it.
our
It
next
just
guest,
doesn't look right.
Agnes and Sniff, go hide.
Okay.
Vibrant colors is really good. Yeah, I agree. Vibrant colors is cool.
Here they go.
Why is Vu holding a car? He was?
Felix, welcome. Can
Ivy.
you please tell everyone what you do here at Mojang?
Ooh,
Oh,
at
a
Mojang.
car.
Ooh. So I'm Felix. I'm the tech lead for the drops team. So I'm in charge of all the code and all the bugs that get in. I make sure that they get squashed.
Will you watch it in theaters?
That
I
is
will.
an exciting
I'll
job.
forgive
Okay,
them if they
so
add gas
Agnes
wells. I
and
just
Sniff
think
have
they
run and
they
have
should just
hidden
have
from
it be
you.
that you
okay.
feed
And it's
like
your job to go and find
if you
them.
feed the happy
Was that in my
gas
job description?
like
No, that wasn't.
fireballs, that
Yes,
would feels like it would make a lot
Oh,
more
I just
sense.
Look at the building here. So
I'm sure
what
there
I
will
can
be a
use,
game
actually,
theory
I noticed that we
episode
have
about the
locator
happy
bar
gas
enabled
though.
on this world. So
What do you rate it out
I
of
think I
10?
just spotted a dot.
I
there.
give it
So
a
are you both
4.
hiding?
Yes. Yes.
It feels like the utility is there,
One of you is
but
crouching.
the utility is certainly there,
Can I ask for hints?
but
Do
it
either of you
is
have a
not.
pumpkin on the head by any chance?
But it's not a well thought through
Wants to make sure
update.
you're not fully hiding from me, so I can try and.
So pumpkin
The
on the
happy
head will
gas
fully hide them.
Yes, and
should
also the
absolutely
mob heads
be.
as well.
This should have been. The next drop should have been like the Phantom drop, and they make it so that Phantoms spawn in the end, and you can find a frickin' a tameable Phantom in the end. And you can use tameable phantoms. Like, once you get to the end and get an elytra, you get the elytra, which is useful for moving around long distances, and then you get the phantom, which allows you to float in place and build, and you have, like, creative mode and survival. That would be good.
Well, at the moment I'm missing a.
That would
locator
be
dot, so I think
a
she
better
might-
implementation.
Well, I see. No, I see you.
Oh,
When
yeah,
they show the
okay.
dried
Find me on
gas,
the bar, don't
I
you?
was like,
Oh,
they're gonna
I
make it
follow you.
the advancement, the one where you have to bring the gas to the
Go under this
overworld and
tree
kill it.
crouch for me.
Yeah.
I want to find where Sniff is. Okay.
I will crouch so you don't
The
see
phantom
my
will
picture
burn.
that it's
That's a good point.
Yes, exactly.
So
I don't know if you're
might
riding on
be-
top of it,
They
maybe
are
it doesn't, or maybe you give it the armor, you give it a saddle, and now it doesn't.
I do love that.
Is there anything else? I don't think so. It's amazing for the verticality of certain builds. No, I absolutely agree. The utility is certainly there. I don't think we needed it because I think especially with the resin blocks, like, it makes, I don't know, it just makes creative and survival less necessary, in my opinion, or less different, you know? I feel like part of survival is that you do have those limitations and you have to build scaffolding blocks. Now, you know, scaffolding is even less useful because you can just use a happy ghast and ride it. But it just, I don't know, it just feels like they should have added it to, to a different, to the Phantom, or to a new mob or something.
This is one of my favorite.
All right, let's watch this.
Go through the portal. Good portaling.
Ooh, I think I heard about this earlier.
Yes, so you're in the Soul Sand Valley.
Yeah, and this is find the dried gas.
Dried gas?
By the fossils.
Yeah. Obviously, it's dried in the nether, right? Because the nether's like all hot and full of fire.
No water.
Why are the other gas not dried, though?
Let's get them some moisturizer.
For that.
That's in the overworld, then.
Do you know who Cam Man is?
Okay.
So there should be a chest right there.
Yes.
Go grab some supplies.
Okay.
Aww.
I have
put it in a little hole.
I have dug them a little
should I get
hole
the water?
so that the water does not...
Bring some water.
Thank you. Okay, then we will waterlog it. Oh, hello.
It's like a little hot sprinkler.
Yep.
Okay. So we have these green sparkles to show that it's becoming rehydrated.
You know it's working.
Yes, exactly. We also, if we could see the little face, we will see him. We will see them slowly get a smile.
Yes, it's like stepboys getting happier and happier.
Yeah.
Which I think is really nice.
But it does take a while.
It does take a while.
So we've spawned a gasling as though we are a few minutes in the future.
It's like a cooking show or something.
Yeah, just like a cooking show. Exactly.
Here's one we boiled earlier.
It's so...
So happy.
We can get a new mob. It's just a version of a gas that was copy-pasted.
These
kind of. I imagine it
creatures
required
really
some
love
new
snowballs.
code.
So if I just... I think right... Oh,
Keep feeding them. I'll help.
You see the particles?
It's a very hungry.
Very hungry gasling.
The snowballs will increase the amount of...
I still think that the player locator bar is completely useless and stupid.
There we go.
It takes a lot of snowballs. Whoa!
That looks so cursed, bro.
Here we go.
Yes.
I was not ready
looks so
for it
cursed.
to be so large.
Still happy though.
Smiling gas.
Much bigger.
Can't hurt
happy.
you.
We should
Smiling
a
gas.
harness to it.
Yes.
Which color should we go for?
Why do they have...
Lime.
What is
Lime.
this bread
You
inventory?
said that very fast. You were ready.
Yeah.
Lime.
Why do they have like 70
I
bread?
do like green. Well, I have a lot of favorite colors.
The pixel size is cursed. Yes.
your favorite color
I've
all
actually
the
noticed
colors?
that before. Ghast
I mean, maybe
pixel size is dependent on mob
favorite
size, so
colors.
bigger mobs like the Sniffer and Ghasts look like they have more pixels.
No, Tiny Ian's already called it.
This harness
And
looks so
I
weird.
love how the recipe is so connected to like how the harness look like. So like you put the two glass blocks because of the goggles and the wool to
I'm absolutely
to the
getting a
carpet, and then,
texture
of
pack
course,
that makes the goggles
the
look less
leather,
stupid.
for
The harness
saddle
itself looks okay.
So great.
But then having the goggles
All right,
is
who's
what
driving?
looks weird.
sorry.
They're trying to tell us something with the bread. They're trying to tell us, like, please help.
Losing its balloon.
We don't like this update either.
Yes, it's imprinted.
There we go.
It will actually
imprinting
try
works.
to be nearby the ground, so it's fine.
And look, the goggles are now on.
Okay,
It
And that's a good indicator
How
for like other
weird
players
that
to know
looks,
whether
dude.
or
That
not
looks
it's being
so...
ridden.
This
right?
looks like a cursed mod.
Yeah.
We're the passengers. It's
So
so
polite.
nice to sit here together.
All right, let's fly up to this island in the
Ascend.
Does it have a
sky.
scar?
Agnes,
know
where did
what
the
scar you're talking
inspiration
about.
for the happy gas come from?
So actually, the first
doesn't look
concepts
weird.
we
How does it
have
not
of
look
like
weird?
a gas that is a
It's
flying
a ghast.
mouse,
Why does it have
it's already
goggles
from,
on?
Legends from when we worked on Legends. It was a concept
Looks
from
like a
that,
mod trying to look cursed,
which
yeah.
like I already did back then. You found it so
Only anime-
inspiring.
No,
Yeah.
69% of people
nice,
are happy about the happy
I'm happy.
ghast.
Okay, we're docking.
I feel like it's gonna be so easy to
This is
accidentally
wonderful.
No, I
suffocate this
think
guy.
if you, can just
I like
get
the
up
fact
and
that you
go
can
down.
stand on it a lot.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's
And you
cool.
will notice that it's super polite. So when anyone is standing, it will be completely still, so we can walk
Okay.
around on it. Yeah,
That's very
so
kind.
It's a very kind and polite happy ghast. Ooh.
We have chests as usual.
And then it just dips.
This is a nice
They added
little place,
Ubers
so
to Minecraft, bro.
I'm still paying off the mortgage. So we have more harnesses in here as well.
Yes.
More gas.
Everyone says this
But
stuff
also, I
doesn't
saw
look
that the docks
Minecrafty
did
because
not
they
look
aren't in the game.
finished.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, but some things,
like
some
that.
things
Is there something we can do
inherently
about
just
that?
don't look like they
If
belong.
you can get your
I think
ghast
this
to
is
come
one
back.
of them.
They do like to come when they see the snowballs.
Yeah, they're tempted by the snowballs.
Oh.
Can
and
I?
then you just
Am I not allowed
jump
to
on.
jump on?
I can just.
Call me crazy, but this is some.
so-
This is like. This is some like Ark Survival Evolved Quetzalcoatl thing.
Oh, you're building. Agnes is still trying to jump on. There we go.
I didn't manage. Okay, now let's build. Oh.
I just
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
it wasn't needed. Like this build right
I
here,
think
it's
so
in the
nice that
sky.
you can, you know,
Put a water
place
stream
water
down
it
and
looks
build a
like
little
you
platform
can
for
build
yourself.
while flying on it, because it really
They
enables
added-
to
they
build these
added,
big
like,
builds. And I think it's going to be
Quetzalcoatls
so
from Ark to
fun to
Minecraft.
see what different kinds of builds the players will build now
Builders
with
are
the
gonna
happy
find some
gas.
way to
Like,
make the gas link
what does a gas
use the
station
gas
look
link.
like?
Oh, I'm
And-
sure.
and maybe like racing tracks. Gas.
The white
Did I say
piston
gas?
flying
Gas.
shit. I got a potato snapshot, which
I
makes
meant the gas station.
building with it is gonna be so helpful. No, I mean I know, but like it wasn't a needed thing at all.
Just like this.
Yes.
And how exciting
Being
it
helpful
is.
doesn't mean that it
makes me
needs to
think
be
of Sky
that
Cities
it's actually
and how you
like
could just build
needed.
up there.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about the nether roof, how difficult it is to get up to the ceiling to build.
Yes.
We can now fly up there and then secure a little
Or
platform.
flying through really large caves.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, like you know, I'm very fond of the lush caves.
You should add a thing that is logical, fun, or useful instead of random crap.
What
Yeah,
I really
I'm kind
wanted
of
to
in
see,
agreement
and
with
so we
that.
have a clip prepared to see the Happy
Watch
Ghast
Village Game
in
too.
vibrant visuals.
Oh, wow.
I think it's so beautiful.
Majestic.
This saddle looks kind of good.
With the spyglass. Sitting there like, all the like.
I think out of anything with the saddle,
look
the
very
biggest
happy.
thing that I don't
Slowly
like is
taking
just
the
the
world.
goggles.
Yeah. But it's
I
like
just think it's
Minecraft
odd
can
to give a
often
ghast
be a very
goggles.
peaceful and slow thing, but this is another level of peaceful.
Yeah, it's like soaring in this beautiful world, and it's so nice with all of them going together with multiple happy ghasts.
Yeah. Okay, we've teleported you all to a very cool challenge. You're each standing on a little golden square. There's a chest in front of you. You will run to the chest when I say go. Do not go before I say go. You will grab
get
what's
it,
in the
Socket.
chest. There's an
I mean,
egg,
it's a nether
bow,
mob though
and
that
some
shoots
arrows,
fireballs
and a
at you,
harness.
and
you're
nether
going
mobs
to
don't have
mount
water.
a happy ghast,
So the fact
and
that
you're
it
gonna fly through the
takes
rings,
water
and
and
the first
snowballs
person to
seems
finish
kind of
is the
strange.
winner. Are you ready? I've given you almost no instructions, but are you ready?
It's so weird that they don't give them like desks.
Ready?
Why do they have them?
Go.
Oh wow!
They have them playing on like a mouse and keyboard on their laps.
So far, neck and
So
neck.
it's just the ghast.
All
Yeah, that's
right.
it. I don't mind that much
They're
the
flying away.
Agnes
Agnes
monster
is
ghast.
falling behind.
I don't have much problem
It's just
with.
me and my happy
Okay, now.
I don't have much problem
okay.
personally
Falling
with
behind,
the.
but,
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe you can catch up.
Yeah, I'm so
I don't have much
fast.
problem
this is
with
beautiful.
the
Weren't you
size
saying
of
you
the
wanted to
drop.
fly
I
in
just
some
think that
caves?
this is
with it. I don't know where I'm supposed to
like
be.
strange. We can build blocks on it. No, I don't think you're gonna be able to do that.
Maybe that's what the bow's for.
I think that would be kind of weird too.
Oh.
You should protect yourselves.
Because that would be yeah,
Uh-oh.
moving.
Oh,
No,
wow,
like
that
having
was
a
a bold
flying
move.
mob that can.
Oh no, someone died.
Yeah.
Do ghasts normally burn in
Your
lava?
guest didn't make it.
I don't think they do.
Oh, Felix is out. Okay. Now you have to cheer them on.
Distance, yep.
Hold on.
All right.
I don't think
Sniff
ghast
is
burn
doing well.
Just
running.
this guy.
Agnes is catching up though.
Well.
Okay, I see the smiley face. I think you know what to do.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, ghasts
you're
definitely
gonna
don't
be too
burn in lava.
close.
What am I even talking about?
Is it gonna go?
Hey, what's up, Brewdog? Thanks for the raid.
Good job.
That was cool. I like that.
No, ghasts don't burn in lava. So why does that guy?
It
How's it
is
going,
a race,
Brewdog?
but it's a different type of pace of race.
Brewdog, what are your thoughts on the happy ghast?
It's like
Look at that.
comfortable and can.
It's not a nether mob as it dried in the nether.
You're very
The
close to
normal
that.
nether mobs don't burn in lava because it's wet. So is the normal ghast not wet, but it's also not dried? I don't. I just don't get it. Not useful. I think it will definitely be useful. I just think it looks like it looks modded. It looks very very weird. It just looks weird. It will definitely be useful, but I also think it takes away from the fact of like using scaffolding. Elytra is so much more useful. Well, this is good for building, I think, but I just feel like I feel as though flying is not like meant, like you're not meant to have creative mode in survival, but this is giving you creative mode in survival. And I feel like if you're building something high up, like they invented a problem that doesn't exist. Like when building high up, it's really hard. Like you put a water stream down from whatever you're building up, or you block up. Why did somebody just like at me in the chat?
Emma and Jens, who will play
You just like build up and you build a platform. I'm curious how laggy standing on top of them will be.
Welcome,
if it works, I can actually see it being sort of useful to stand on. Oh, I absolutely see it being useful to stand on.
And Jens, please introduce yourself to everyone, for those who don't know.
I see no world where this isn't incredibly useful, but I just feel like blocks, man.
So Emma,
blocks exist. That's the core of Minecraft. Why are we making it so that blocks don't exist?
What's going through your head?
What is this guy? Why am I? What's happening?
I was screaming. I was so happy.
This feels like an April Fool's update. Please be an April Fool's update. Please. In a week, they say, just kidding, guys.
Incredible. It was just a dream come true.
Yeah, and
it's like boats on servers. It's gonna be annoying since you clip in and out of them constantly. I imagine they have fixed that.
So what's it like?
What is a raid? It's when somebody else brings their viewers to your chat.
In real life, because a lot of these sets were built. You got to walk into a village.
Pay attention to this.
Yeah, it was quite amazing and so much fun. Just see, like, as you mentioned, the sets and all the props, and meeting with people who were working on the movie and the cast. It was so much fun.
Were there specific things that you've worked on in the game?
These aren't even automatic. That's how you know that this is not a real live stream.
Physical prop.
They typed in these captions.
Well, one thing is, of course, I added a melon way back. And in the village, you will see this
I think they actually do.
Built in real life. And
I think they wouldn't have made the happy gas the way that they did if they weren't
like,
trying to progress the lore of like
because they did
nether
very
mobs being originally like.
And I asked for
if you've heard game theory has talked about like how nether mobs were originally in like the overworld and they made their way. You're gonna go buy a new toaster. Have a good time, Rudog.
I mean, one of the cool things is that
I think it would be great if you could place blocks off of it.
Play a lot of Minecraft, and that also they were able to bring that knowledge to making.
I think it's already.
But let's do that. Let's play some Minecraft. We are playing the Minecraft movie live event. So this is the movie then brought back into the game. The movie that was inspired by the game is now brought into the game, and you get to play a huge scene from the movie, which is Midport Village. Let's go check out Steve's stash.
Happy birthday.
This is so cute. Hello, Steve.
Thanks,
it's like you walk in, these are scenes straight out of the movie. I think it's
this
so
wall is very accurate.
Yeah.
It's like all those precious items from the movie, and like the Dennis portrait.
This kind of stuff, man. This kind of map makes me realize like they could have just made the Minecraft movie look even more like Minecraft. Like they could have just used item frames for that, but instead they like built shelves. I don't know.
Okay, here you can spend
the helmet thing is from the dollar store. What helmet?
Because these are cosmetic items.
Thinks it's not fast. Oh no, I think it is good that it's not fast.
That's just the decoration, Jens.
If it was fast, that would be really dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, I can afford it.
I think it's already pretty dumb, but it would be especially dumb if it was fast. Brings new meaning to the Uneasy Alliance achievement. Yeah, but the Uneasy Alliance achievement is about killing them. So I don't know how it even relates.
That's amazing.
I look so angry.
Ghast has lore. You should make a lore according to you.
Emma has a lava chicken head on.
My first ever Minecraft live, and I am already pissed off.
Oh, and it's
you have to bring the Ghast to the overworld for it, though. Yeah, that's true.
That dog.
I like him.
The little wolf is so sad. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Uneasy Alliance.
Grab a lava
You at no point were allianced with them though. I feel like it would make a lot more sense if like.
Okay.
I don't know. What if like the Uneasy Alliance achievement, instead of the Happy Ghast, here's something that I think is would be more lore accurate. That would make me like the Happy Ghast a lot more. The Uneasy Alliance achievement is changed, right? Instead of bringing a ghast to the overworld and killing it, you bring a ghast to the overworld, and then you have to, while dodging its fireballs and stuff, you have to feed it a bunch of snowballs, and the reason it shoots fireballs and whatnot, the reason it shoots fireballs at you is because it's unhappy because it's too hot in the nether or whatever. You have to bring it into the overworld, get it in some water, throw some snowballs at it to cool it down, then it becomes happy, then you can ride it. And that's how you get the Uneasy Alliance achievement. That would make so much more sense than finding a dried ghast.
Saxophone. What a surprise.
It just seems so strange. This is so painful to watch. I really hate being a hater, but like I was upset when people. I don't like being a hater, okay? I was mad because so many people after the Pale Garden update were like, "That's it, that's it," and I don't care about the size. It's just this update seems so poorly thought out. And that's what I'm upset about. If the Happy Ghast was acquired in the way that I just described it, I think it would make a lot more sense, and it would be a lot less of like a weird process of getting it. And your idea is good though. I think so. Should not be a Nether exclusive because it doesn't fit the mood of the Nether.
Okay, so this is a payload style.
Yeah.
You have to.
I feel like for
the cart and the adorable.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
from the invasions and the waves of enemies that will come at you. So go to the cart.
I don't even know.
It'll get started.
I don't know.
We'll see how you do.
It'd be a bigger reward as well. Yeah, it seems really easy to get. It seems really easy to get this Happy Ghast.
And there's no enemies yet.
Glow Squid or Happy Ghast? I guess Happy Ghast because it's more useful.
Little parkour.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that they're very good. Am I streaming later today? I don't think so. I think I gotta do homework.
Oh, they don't sound happy.
I have like a 300-page book that I was supposed to read over spring break, and I didn't, and I started today. So it's kind of unfortunate. I'm just gonna skim it though because I'm not doing 300 pages. First time I actually disliked an update. Yeah, I don't know if I would even say that I dislike it, like, actively. No, I guess I do. I feel like I gave it a 4 before. I feel like that is lower. Since that's below 5, that means I do at least somewhat dislike it.
I mean, the cart's doing great.
I think...
The cart is surviving.
Agnes, have you not died yet?
I have.
Okay, never mind. Oh, a new wave of attack.
I feel like,
Good job, good job. Actually, the cart is doing okay, though. There are a lot of them.
Ow, ow, ow.
I do like that.
I think I also like the idea of, imagine instead of... I think I like the idea of instead of having 4 people ride on the ghast, you can have multiple people ride on the ghast, but they just have to stand on it, and as the ghast moves around, they have to move with it. I feel like that would be fine. That would be more like Minecraft-y, like people... Like, you can do that in Minecraft normally. You can, like, stand on stuff. People be sleeping on the Pale Garden update. Yeah, it was a good update. I agree.
Watch out. What? No.
Wow, they suck. Me personally, I would have won that.
I think you did really well.
Pretty far.
Yeah, you really put yourselves out there, and I think
all of Minecraft Live has been leaked.
The next try, which we'll do off camera.
Has it?
We will do off camera. Okay. Yeah. Because if you
I didn't see any. I actually only saw like one leak. Again, it could be Thirst Bar. Yes, you're right. Could have been the Thirst Bar.
The live event starts on March 25th. Go and check it out. Thank you all. This has been super fun. Yeah,
thank you.
I had a great time. Thanks for watching Minecraft Live. Bye.
It's over.
Bye.
Okay, so I know that they're able to add more. Like, I know when they release when they say the drop, I think they mentioned years ago, okay? They mentioned years ago, right? That we'll talk about this. They mentioned years ago that mobs, or that they would stop announcing like huge updates before it was done. They said they would only be announcing like things that were actually done. So there could be more to that update. But I'm just thinking about the fact that like when it seems like the updates get smaller every year. And that's hard to like that's not like a thing that anyone wants, right? Like last year, the Pale Garden added a whole new biome and a new mob. This just adds a new mob. Like, I just don't love it. I just don't love it. Can you redeem? What are you redeeming? This is not a survival stream, so I guess not. The update is just a few animal variables. Well, no, it's not even. The animal variants are in a different update. These people are so ungrateful. I'm not complaining much about the size. Like, it does seem like the updates keep getting smaller, but if they added something good, I would be more grateful. This update just feels like it's not going to be useful. Or, well, no, it feels like it solved a problem that was supposed to be a problem. You know? It feels like it makes the game too easy. It's fun, sure, but it feels like it makes the game too easy. It's both too easy of a mob to acquire for the amount of utility that it has. The Elytra requires you to beat the game, right? This ghast is you literally find a fossil and then you have a flying mob. It's not fast, but it's a flying mob, and that seems far too overpowered, if you ask me. Seems like there's like almost no challenge to acquiring it. There's almost no challenge to acquiring it, and then you get a really, really strong mob. What happened? They're adding the Happy Ghast. Two new mobs that are basically the same mob. You find, basically what you'll find, granted, I'll be sending you a short like later today. If you can edit it today, but if you can't, then I'll edit it. You'll find at fossils, you'll find a fossil, and next to fossils you'll find a dried ghast. You'll find a dried ghast, and then then you take the dried ghast into the overworld, submerge it in water. It will eventually hatch like an egg, or well, not hatch, but it like rehydrates, and it becomes a ghastling. And then if you feed the ghastling a bunch of snowballs, it turns into a Happy Ghast, which you can make a saddle for and ride. And it will like remain stationary if you stand on it. Happy Ghast is a terrible name. I agree. I still think Phantom. I still think Phantom would have been a way better option. Sounds fun, but needs a nerf. It sounds fun, but it also just it really feels to me, maybe I'm just like a Minecraft purist, but like I feel like survival mode, you're supposed to place blocks. You're supposed to build like scaffolding in order to build something high up, but now you have the Happy Ghast and you don't need to do that anymore. And I just don't like that. I don't like that half of the features that Minecraft adds, honestly, are features that make other features less useful. I didn't see many people complaining like, oh, it's so hard to build on the bottom of something, because, oh, it's so hard to build. I want to decorate up here with some diamond blocks, right? I want to decorate up here with some diamond blocks, but it's so hard to get there. Oh man, it's a darn shame that I can't do this. It's such a shame. I hate that I'm not able to use blocks, the core part of Minecraft. I hate that I'm not able to do that and then build all I want up here. It's just dumb. Use dirt, use netherrack, use slime blocks, use resin. They just added resin blocks, which are an amazing block for exactly this. And then they immediately got rid of all of it, or like most of its functionality, by adding the Happy Ghast. Maybe the dried ghast could be like a netherite ingot only found rarely in a bastion. That would be fine. This block, I was so excited for it, and now it's like kind of useless. You should torture it? I should. I should. Look at this. Oh, get out of here. I'm gonna make you a sad ghast, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Look, like, oh, I have a nice little scaffolding platform. I place my diamond blocks, and then oh no! Oh, I have resistance. I didn't even realize. But you break your scaffolding and you're good. Give me that back. Give me that back. Give me my resin back. There we go. Thank you. That feels like the idea of happy ghast was to use it to build. Yeah, that's like I don't actually see much utility for it otherwise. It's really slow. So the utility is primarily building. But like I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like I really feel like if like they shouldn't add it at all, but if they really wanted to add it, it needs completely different implementation into the game. My two ideas are make it a phantom, and you have to somehow tame a phantom. Maybe the reason, I don't know, maybe some lore reason, phantoms spawn in the end, and I think, I don't know, maybe don't make it exclusive to the end, but you have it so that you need to, you know, tame a phantom somehow, and phantoms are real hard to tame. You know, you make it real challenging to tame a phantom. Phantoms need some crazy stuff to tame, right? And you tame a phantom, and then it's a one-person ride, but it allows you to, like, float midair. So you can go and build stuff, you know? You can float up there, and you have a phantom below you, and you can float. That, to me, seems like that would be good. What's up, Cuckoo Bread? How's it going? They said they were working on Java shaders. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I like Java shaders, or I like shaders as much as the next guy. We already have mods for shaders, and like, while on Java, so on Bedrock adding shaders is fine. On Java, I don't know if I necessarily think that, it's a good idea, or that it's worth the time of Mojang devs to add shaders implemented directly into the game, because mods already exist, and every single Java player knows how to use mods. Like, if you play Java, you probably understand modding. So, like, maybe call me crazy, but that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Let me go ahead and demonstrate what I think would be a better implementation of the happy ghast. And it's clearly too late to do this, but... So this is not actually rideable, but just imagine, you're like, you're just gonna imagine with me. Oh, I'm gonna actually remove the invisibility from Alright, so you would just be able to fly like in creative mode. I don't know, I just put on a random playlist. You'd be able to fly like in creative mode, and you'd be like, oh, I'm up here, and I can place in my blocks, and then I can fly away. With phantoms, dude, if they had used phantoms, a lot more people, I think, would be happy, because they'd be like, yes, phantoms are finally no longer the most ass mob in the game. Yay! If only we had a device. If only we had a device from an animal that increases your reach distance. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like just riding a phantom would have been better. Ditch the happy ghast and rework phantoms. Yeah. What about this? Phantoms that spawn normally in the world. Here's how you make phantoms are a hard mob to farm, right? So to get the happy phantom. Okay, well, we're gonna say this is how you do the happy phantom. What item do phantoms eat? Phantoms eat, I don't know, ender pearls or something? We give phantoms something. Phantoms use something. They need to eat something. So let's just imagine it's ender pearls. Ender pearls are like early game, kind of a hard mob, kind of a hard item to get. To get a phantom to be big enough, right? If we do attribute this guy Generic, size? No. Scale. There we go. Scale, base, set, 10. Oh, that is too big. Okay, let's say 5. 2, 3. Not 34, 3. Okay, that's how big a phantom needs to get. To get the phantom, they drink dragon's breath. That could work, but that would require you to go to the end. And I'm trying to make this like an earlier game thing. You're going to become the cam man for phantoms? I don't think so, but to get, my idea is you need to feed the phantom like 40 ender pearls to get it to be this big. So it's like a tedious task. It's not an easy task. It requires you to actually do some stuff. That's my thoughts on it. Gosh dang, I can't turn this guy off. Because the phantom's in my face. No. Oh my gosh, I can't. The phantom's just gonna die, bro. Okay, thank goodness. Make phantoms faster? No, don't make phantoms faster. 40 pearls is crazy. All right, what about like 16? I don't know. I feel like 40 pearls is reasonable for the ability to fly before you get an elytra. How do you get a phantom to be peaceful? Well, I'm in creative mode, so... that's pretty much how. And then if I do attribute this guy, scale, base, set, 4. There we go. I'm still kind of a bit above him, but that's fine. If I tick freeze, then I can come down here and change it. That's I just figured it out. You ride on a big phantom. That'd be so much better. Phantoms are the equivalent to wasps in IRL. Really pointless. True. Sorry, I'm not doing Hive today. Don't forget about the elytra. Yeah, fair. It'd be cool if we could get the happy ghast to shoot snowballs or ghast orbs. Yeah, / ride on him. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot that you can do that, actually. Isn't that just like a thing? Wait, hold on. I might have to turn this off. Oh, wait. Hold still. Stay still. Oh, wait. Ride. I have to make myself ride this guy. Mount this guy. Hey, there we go. Can I control him? Oh, I can't control him. That's funny. Well, whatever. This looks so much better than whatever happy ghasts are. Yeah, I don't know. Just make big rideable phantoms. That would be so much better. I still stand by the fact that 80% of you are just complainers if you dislike the update. I don't know, man. I think I have very valid reasons for what I'm saying. I feel like you're a complainer if you, like, just dislike the update for the sake of disliking the update. Or if you dislike the update because it's too, like, small and you call Mojang lazy. But I feel as though I have presented, like, 40 better options than the happy ghast. I looked at the ghast. I think it's actually a good idea. Oh, man. Oh, man. And they didn't even tell us how they're gonna name the update, like 1.21.x. Interesting. I love it, man. It's so much worse than just using phantoms, though. And it's so easy. I don't have that big of a problem with having a flying mob if they did it right. It's way too easy, though. You shouldn't be able to fly. I don't think you should really be able to fly, like in creative mode in general, and that's what the happy ghast adds. But if you're gonna do it, it should be locked behind some sort of reward. it should be a reward for doing something challenging, but instead it's a reward for going to the Nether and finding a thing that takes literally 30 seconds to find. Ghast itself would only be good for the Minecraft lore. So I said earlier that I would be a lot more satisfied with it if they made it so that it has to do with the Uneasy Alliance achievement or advancement. So you bring a ghast to the overworld, and then once the ghast is in the overworld, if you can cool it down by like throwing a bunch of snowballs at it, it will become happy because it realizes like, oh wow, it was so hot in the Nether. And like that would work fine for the Minecraft lore. I think it would achieve essentially the same thing as the lore of the dried ghast versus happy ghast does. It would achieve the same thing, but it would it would make it more of a challenge. Does it turn angry when it goes to the Nether? I don't think so, but I think there also should be some sort of vote, so if players are disappointed, it's their fault. True. We could have had the mob vote. We could have had what players wanted, but players wanted Mojang. I don't even know why, dude. Players wanted Mojang to decide everything. I low-key don't like it, but it's not that bad of a change. I'm like coming around on it a little bit. Maybe I give it a 5 out of 10. I still just think it's stupidly easy to get. The ability to fly, like, dude, you could go and get the happy ghast within like a minute of the game. Rideable Phantom looks so much better. I also agree with that, but if it's very clear that they're already going with the ghast, right? I think if this guy was a little bigger, it would look better. Oh, I can't actually. Hold on. Attribute this guy. Scale. Base set 2. There we go. If you made them bigger, if you had them be like this big, it's easy to get, sure, but rework the design of it. Yeah, I mean, it's too easy to get, and the saddle looks so goofy. The entire game is easy, so who cares if it's an early game item? Plus 90% of Bedrock players can't even beat the game. Well, that's why you just make it an item that requires you to get a ghast into the overworld. Like, that's like the main thing that it would require. And that's not that hard. I think Bedrock players could do that. It would be fun. The saddle needs to lose the glasses. That's exactly what I said. I'm gonna 100% get a texture pack that gets rid of the glasses, because the glasses look actually so stupid. It also makes the scaffolding a completely useless block more than it already was. That's one of my largest problems with it. At this rate, yeah, we're gonna get one singular block next year, or next Minecraft Live. Next drop will be the frickin' I don't know, the nether cracked nether brick update. But that already exists, doesn't it? It does already exist. Even more cracked nether brick update. Adds 1 block. Scaffolding is just decorational now. Dude, the thing that I'm sad about is they just added the resin blocks, and they immediately got rid of their utility. Look at how amazing resin blocks are. Watch this, chat. Okay, I come over here, I build, and then I'm done with the resin blocks, and I do that, and my scaffolding is gone. You can break it with your fists. I don't have haste. Amazing, amazing block. Immediately got rid of its utility. Literally the next update. Or I guess, no, not the next update, because we have 1 drop in between. But like, almost immediately, they were like, you know, we're gonna just immediately, within like a few months of dropping the thing, get rid of its utility. Such a bad change, dude. So stupid. Mojang, it pisses me off because Mojang really likes making other features completely useless. They've done it like 10 times now, and I surely thought they would have learned at this point, but they just keep doing it. I really appreciate how they're trying to make building easier, but this is not the way to do it. I think that's true. I also think that if you have a problem, dude, if you have a problem with building high up, I can't build on the ceiling, play creative mode. Call me crazy, play creative mode. You're not meant to, you're not meant for survival mode if you need the happy ghast, bro. You're not meant for survival mode. Just do creative mode. You said the ghastling help with the achievement, I will be happy, but nope, yeah. Creative is lame. Moving platform is so create mod coded, dude. I think it's okay. I think it would be okay if it was harder to get though. Like, I think that's my biggest qualm, and they're probably not going to do that because the little 5-year-old Bedrock players are gonna think it's too hard to do like the uneasy alliance thing. And they also already coded the, you know, the ghastling, and they coded the dried ghast, but like I think at least put the happy ghast in. At least here's what you could do. Here's what you could do. You have a bastion here, right? Inside of bastion, you have iron bars, and you have a freaking boop 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 boop. I think ghasts are what, 3x3? So I think they should be able to fit in this hole. Inside of a bastion, you now have to rescue a dried ghast. It's like surrounded by piglins, and you have the dried ghast in here. At least they could do this. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I think that the ghast might be too big for this. Whoops, I think it's 4x4. Gutted Bedrock players sucking at the game, they're not trash. I'm sorry, I'm just mad that this update is so stupid. For lore reasons, they could add ghast trap turrets and bastions, yeah. You have to understand they can't make it too difficult because these are kids that make it up. Okay, but like, the kids survived perfectly fine without flying. Kids were able to build without this. So why are we making it, like, it was perfectly fine before. There was no problem. Bedrock is just, or not Bedrock, sorry. Mojang is adding a problem to fix, and they're adding it in such a stupid way. Water bucket, dirt, resin, netherrack, scaffolding, elytra, wind charge, slime blocks, flying machine, any instaminable block. Tell me more, yeah. It's better than Go update? Oh, the no update probably is what you meant? I mean, I guess that's true. I feel like that's not a whole lot. That's not saying a whole lot, but is better than not having an update at all. What do I do for a living? True. I'm saying the bringing a ghast into the overworld idea. Dude, literally plenty of people could do that. You'd literally just build a big portal. You build a big nether portal. Happy ghast should attack normal ghast or nether mods. And if that's too hard, which I really don't think it is, but if bringing a ghast into the overworld is too hard, use this idea. Make a cell in a piglin or in a bastion or something where you have to rescue the ghast out of. And the ghast is so grateful that you rescued it that it becomes your friend. I don't know. Something like that would be fine. It would be a lot better than just finding it, you know, you find the dried ghast in a random spot and then you now have it. Like that's the biggest problem. It's just so easy. It's just like very dumb. It's just very dumbly easy to get the happy ghast. Why is this guy still suffocating? Jeez. This guy needs a big old room. Oh my gosh. This guy's greedy. That's my take on this update, but has a 2% chance of spawning. I don't think the happy ghast is going to be low odds of spawning. Should just implement community mods. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know the rarity chance yet. You're right. You are just salty that there won't be an end update. It's better to have a unique interaction than just brain dead haha big portal. I don't really care that much about an end update. I'm salty that they're adding something they're adding like the 5th item that completely nullifies the purpose of other items. That's what I'm upset about. It's not it's not that it's definitely a less interesting interaction to find a thing, to go find a fossil and then get a spawn egg, essentially. You basically get a spawn egg. It's definitely less interesting than that. What is a happy ghast? Does Dash even like an end update? I would be okay with an end update, but I'm not crazy about the end update. The problem with the end update is only 2% of players that get to experience it. It's definitely more than 2%, I think, but whatever. I think they're going to add a ghast race in the event. Oh, I would imagine, right? Like, surely. I think, I don't know, this would be cool. Especially since if the ghast, like, it would be an interesting idea to me. You have a live ghast in here, right? And you have to bring snowballs in, and like while the ghast is shooting at you, you have to throw snowballs at it to cool it down, and you tame it like that. Basically the same way as you tame the ghastling. But now there's like actually a small amount of challenge to getting it. Like that would be a lot better. I guess there are, in the Nether, there are skeletons in the Soul Sand Valley, so they'll make it, like, I don't know, mildly difficult to get, but you could change everything about the update. What would you change? I've already said it like 5 times. Instead of a cage, what if it was kind of chained? Yeah, that would be fine too. I mean, if people find it too hard to get a ghast to the overworld, they can try to make players dry the ghast somehow to capture it. I feel like if the player dries the ghast, that would be kind of weird. I think it would be fine to just have it be a thing that spawns in like a bastion or a nether fortress, honestly. Nether fortresses could use some love. I don't know what the lore would be of that. But honestly, bro, if like the ghast being in this box works a lot better for the lore than the happy ghast does, in terms of like if you care about like the Minecraft movie lore, the piglins have this ghast chained up for their own purposes, right? The piglins have this ghast chained up so that it shoots at players. It helps them. It's part of their team, but it's unwilling, and if you rescue it, it becomes your friend. That'd be so much better. Find dried ghast. That's so lame. You just find a dried ghast. If you don't like it, don't use it. I think that's a really stupid take. Not liking something and thinking that something could be implemented much better are vastly different things. I will be using it because it's a useful mob. It's just implemented horrendously. It's just implemented in the most basic, generic way they could think of that doesn't actually make Minecraft, that doesn't work cohesively with any other features of Minecraft. But Dash, it's not hurting your gameplay or others. You don't have to use it, but others can use it and enjoy it. Like I just said, I'm not saying that Mojang should remove the feature from the game. I'm saying Mojang should add it in a way that is more cohesive with the rest of the game. Why Big Phantom? Because Big Phantom would be a lot better than Happy Ghast. That was why I had that Big Phantom there. What do you think is going to be in the event? I don't know. What do you think about immersive portals mob? And do you think it could be a real feature? I don't know. That seems kind of... I don't know if I like the immersive portals. I kind of like having just like portals there. Be sure that I won't ever use it. The only time I play newer updates than 1.21 are mod packs, which have a lot of better stuff than this. I generally like the updates that Mojang adds. I just think that this is not well thought out. They could have gone in 2 directions. They could have made phantoms actually useful. It really sounded like they were going to too, bro. They said like this update is going to change the way you look at a mob. And I thought they were going to do it. I thought they were going to make phantoms rideable. And like that would have been great. Would have made, like, ghasts already have their use. Ghasts are already a really interesting mob. You get to shoot fireballs back and forth with them. I don't think anybody really had a problem with ghasts and the way that they are. Every single Minecraft player hates phantoms. Well, maybe not every single, but like 90% of Minecraft players hate phantoms. Phantoms is gonna burn to death. That's why you give it a saddle. They definitely could have implemented phantoms in some way. I hate the happy ghast. It takes away from the Minecrafty feel. Phantom's rideable would be even more easy. You would have to tame it somehow. Also, no, it wouldn't. If you have to tame a phantom somehow, I'm not just saying it swoops down and you put a saddle on it, but you have to tame a phantom somehow. That requires you spending 3 days, waiting until they spawn in, harvesting some sort of item to tame it, and then taming it. As opposed to entering the nether for 2 seconds, finding a fossil, breaking it, and leaving, and putting it in the overworld. Yeah, there was nothing about Spicewood. Yeah, I'm wondering if Spicewood is real or not as well. I was thinking the same thing. Did you know the Happy's Ghast isn't fireproof? I did notice that. I also thought the same thing. Kamen likes it? Does he really? Most players don't get to the nether for a long time. I mean, that's fair, but you could also, if you want to make it harder, make the phantom take some item from the nether to tame it or something. Just going, it's just so bland to find a fossil. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fossils right here. 6 fossils actually. Oh wait, no, I think I counted that one twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 fossils. It's just so lame. What about Spicewood? I don't know. Spicewood is gonna be a new Mojang snack. That'd be crazy. Beat it blaze rods. Yeah, blaze rods would be cool. Because you revive it with water. No, I mean, I get that. But like, I just feel like, is this a speck on my screen? Okay, it is. It was like dust. I don't know. Regular ghasts, rescuing a regular ghast would just seem better. Or at least, I think the other option is you need to, when a ghast spawns in, after like 5 minutes or so, it dries. And so you need to keep the ghast, like you need to keep the ghast from despawning, meaning you need to stay near it for 5 minutes, and you need to avoid all the fireballs and not kill it. That would be a cool little like mini game in Minecraft. You spawn in a ghast and you just have to run around and try not to get hit until it dries out. And that could like, I don't know, that could kind of explain how when they despawn, they don't need to turn into a dried ghast, but when the ghast is alive, if the ghast is alive for 5 minutes, it turns into a happy ghast, and that would add like an in-game lore explanation to the happy ghast existing. Because otherwise it's just like a random generated thing. I guess the lore explanation could be that some ghasts adapted to the nether when it I'm assuming that the lore explanation of the nether seems to be that the nether used to be like an Iceland, and then I don't know, piglins or players or something like destroyed it and made it really hot. So I guess the lore explanation for the happy ghast could be that some of the ghasts didn't adapt correctly. But like this would be kind of fun. You have to just chill and dodge all the fireballs until it freezes. No Bedrock kid is able to get a ghast to the nether. That's only things YouTubers do. That's why I have proposed several better solutions. But also, being able to fly is not something that should be easy. It's just not. For the decent players by Dash's standards, any way they added it would have been easy. So just make it easy for the actual average Minecraft player. I think dodging a bunch of fireballs is a pretty easy task, but it would be more engaging than finding an item. Standing on the ghast is cool. I'm down for standable ghasts. I agree. Being able to fly will take some of the fun away from the game. Yeah, I mean, the argument there is just don't use it if you think it's going to take the fun away from the game. And that's fair. That's why originally I was kind of arguing that you shouldn't be able to fly at all. Now because I will just choose to not use it if I feel that way. that's why I just think being able to fly for years has had the barrier of you have to beat the game. And now it's being able to fly requires you to enter the nether and find a happy ghast, and find a dried ghast. And that just seems very, very easy. I'm not live on TikTok. What about the kill a ghast in the overworld achievement? So I also said, I think, I feel strongly, I think this is the best option, because this is the best risk to reward ratio. It would be harder. It would be harder for sure. But I don't think that Mojang, like, Granite has been arguing, like, Bedrock players aren't going to be able to, or, like, let's not say Bedrock players, just, like, players who aren't good. The average player would struggle to get, to do my idea. My idea is the way that you get the happy ghast, you have to rescue a ghast from the overworld. And so basically, the uneasy alliance achievement, it would be accomplished by getting a ghast into the overworld and then cooling it down. And like ghasts are unhappy being in the nether, and that's why they shoot fireballs at you. If you cool it down by hitting it with a bunch of snowballs, it cools down, it becomes a happy ghast, you can ride it. And so you have to bring it to the overworld. Oh, I guess you wouldn't even have to bring it to the overworld to do that. Huh. I didn't even realize about that. You wouldn't technically have to do that. Maybe you have to get it in water or something in the overworld. But anyways, because you can throw snowballs in the nether. But that is more difficult. It would definitely take some time to do. And like Granite has been like, that's too hard for like a bad player. But like, I don't think that Mojang cared about that when they added the Warden. The Warden is too hard for a bad player. Everything is too hard for someone who's really bad. Like, Bedrock Edition is an arguably much harder version of Minecraft than Java. So I don't think that it's a valid reason to make some... I don't think it's needed that everything in Minecraft be easy because there are bad players. There are always going to be bad players. And the bad players, if given a challenge that has a good reward, will get better at Minecraft. Why spoon feed all the bad players the free ability to fly instead of making it a challenge? But the ability to fly is such a good incentive that the bad players will go and figure out how to do it, and they will get better at Minecraft. Why are we going to hand people who are bad a reward? You don't go, like, when you go to an ancient city, you get good loot because the warden is out to kill you. It would be absolutely very stupid if the ancient city was just a structure with no mobs and has, like, enchanted diamond armor. No one would want that, except maybe some bad players. So why are we going to, like, hand the bad players the rideable ghast? The happy ghast was supposed to be a feature for everyone, but the warden was a feature for a certain portion of players. I guess that's fair. I just don't think that I don't think that every feature needs to be for all players. I feel like it makes beating the game to fly feel more optional, not forced. I guess that's fair. I feel like it makes the achievement of getting an elytra feel a lot less good, because you've already been able to fly. I think it really takes away from that, which is kind of sad. Because most players are bad at the game and they want to keep bad players and get newbie players who aren't skilled. I still feel like with a good enough achievement, or with a good enough reward, bad players are very, like, dude, nobody goes into a game being completely unwilling to improve. That's not how people play games. Games get progressively harder. Minecraft players are not going into the game thinking, I'm going to be bad and I'm going to stay bad forever. If a bad player saw, oh, I can get the ability to fly if I do this hard task, they're going to do that hard task. And Mojang can balance it so that the task isn't too hard, but it's still hard. it's just stupid. It's stupid to be like, everyone should be able to use this ability. Not everyone needs to have access to everything. If you want the ghast, you can go and get it. Everyone is capable. There's nobody who's not going to be capable of doing a task to get the ghast. It just might take work for a bad player. And that's fine. That's arguably better. That's better game design. When you start playing a new game, they don't hand you the best gun. They make you work for it. Even if you're bad. Even if you're bad, if you play enough, like, I would be terrible at Elden Ring, but if I played enough Elden Ring, I would be good at it and I'd be able to beat it. I don't know, we'll see how rare it is. Maybe it will be really rare. We'll see. What are bad players? Bad at redstone, fighting, new to controls. Bad players is a buzz phrase. The ghast isn't going to be anywhere near as fast as an elytra. That's not the point, though. The point is not that the reason that the happy ghast is bad is not a good feature is not because it outshines elytras, because it doesn't. It's bad because it ruins other mechanics. Like, it makes building easier by getting rid of one of the other core mechanics of building, which is building scaffolding for yourself. When you build something in the sky, you have to build some little platforms for yourself. And that's not that hard. It's not that hard of a thing. Are you going to be able to control the ghast like flying in creative? Yes, pretty much. It stands still. You can stand on top of it, and it stays still while you are standing on top of it. So you can put it down and then place blocks and stuff, which is kind of neat, but it just doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're adding creative mode to survival mode for, like, no reason. What are my thoughts if it was a phoenix? At least it would be a new mob. I don't know. That could be interesting. I don't know how you would tame the phoenix, but could have been interesting. Do you have to feed it or anything? So, I don't know about it. Well, if you have it, it seems that if you get it, you have it forever. I would also not mind if you had to, like, feed it to keep it. That would make it at least a little bit better. You have to, like, keep continuously hydrated or it will dry out. And that would also add for some really funny moments. Imagine you're flying on your ghast and you haven't watered it in a while and then just boop and you fall to your death. That would be funny. And that would be, I would also like that. But from what we saw in Minecraft Live, it seems like you find the happy ghast or the dried ghast over here. It's almost like a sniffer egg, basically. You find it, you break it, you take it to the overworld. You put it into water. I hope they aren't breedable. I doubt they will be. You put it into water, it grows up in there, it becomes a ghastling, which you then feed a bunch of snowballs, and it grows up. How about this? Maybe this would be too hard, but packed ice, or like blue ice blocks are what you have to feed it. Snowballs are so easy to get. Snowballs are too easy to get. Make it like you have to feed it, you either wait, like you have to feed it like a stack of blue ice or something. I don't know, that would at least make it a little bit more challenging. Snowballs are way too easy to get. I think breaking the dried ghast is a bad idea, you should do something else. Interesting, yeah, I don't know what else. I wish you could grab the happy ghast rather than breaking it. Yeah, I still feel like, the ideal solution is you don't find a dried ghast, you just find you find an unhappy ghast in like a bastion or something, and then you have to do the bastion, and then you get the happy ghast. Some semblance of challenge would be a lot better. The happy ghast is actually meant for decent players, not new players. Let me explain. Bro's writing my short for me. The happy ghast is just like, I don't know. Here's another thing, chat. Listen, hear me out. But I don't think that a really bad player is going to be doing that much in the sky building. that happy ghast would even be useful for. I feel like a player who's building high up is probably going to be capable of, you know, going into a bastion and rescuing the happy ghast. I think it sounds cool. I'm excited for it. That's good. I'm glad you're excited. I really feel like the happy ghast kind of ruins the elytra. I firmly agree with that. So Dash plans actually changed again. Sorry, my grandma really wants me to come. Okay. All right, no worries, granted. Oh my gosh, chat, I'm gonna have to edit this week myself. This is the worst week of my life. I'm gonna have to do my job all by myself. Oh my goodness. All right, enjoy your trip, granted. Hopefully you don't get your grandma sick. What are your ideas for the effects? Like, for me, I love it and will be nice for, like, chill videos and people don't need to spend money or find a pack for it. What are you talking about? The elytra is for endgame, which makes you a bird, not a balloon. I just feel like... I feel like flying being locked to endgame was the way that it should be. Flying is so strong. Flying is so good that I feel as though it's just a thing that could stay as endgame. It doesn't need to, like, a person who started playing Minecraft or who started their world 5 minutes ago should not be able to fly. But like now they would be. And that's kind of absurd. It's not flying, it's float. It is flying. If you're in the air and you're floating and flying are the same thing. Is a balloon not flying to you? A balloon is flying, bro. It's probably rare. Maybe. I initially didn't like how imprecise the elytra is with flying, but it grew on me and on how it's for transportation and not building. So I just firmly think that yeah, the elytra is primarily for transportation. And I appreciate the idea of giving us some sort of way. I appreciate... Why are villagers suffocating in walls? I appreciate the idea of some way to build easier high up. I just feel like that's what resin did, though. Like, that was one of the main uses of resin, especially in Bedrock, bro. In Bedrock, you can bridge in front of you. Like, building scaffolding in Bedrock is like the easiest thing in the world. They do not need and neither do Java players, a flying mob that you can stand on top of. It's definitely gonna be in one of Kamen's most rare block videos. Yeah. A ghast is just a balloon to float and uses the legs to move. It shouldn't you like it, but it shouldn't be an early game item. The problem, everyone speedruns the game in survival. Evening stream? I probably won't because I need to do homework. 100% agree with Dash in all these topics. Yeah, I don't know. I feel as though they should hire me to Mojang because I feel like I understand Minecraft better than they do sometimes. Just add metal scaffolding. They stay in the air but break instantly. That would be cool. Or just make scaffolding. Honestly, make scaffolding, like, have a much bigger radius so that people use it again. Scaffolding having only 6 is kind of, or I think it only goes 7 blocks out, maybe, is kind of pretty bad. Change title? Sure. Minecraft Live is insanely bad. There we go. New title unlocked. I still... I mean, you guys can disagree with me all you want, even though my opinion's correct. But, I don't know, I still think that it's an unnecessary feature that ruins other features. I feel like Mojang sometimes doesn't like take into account the effect that a new feature will have on other parts of the game. They don't like think about how, you know, how a flying ghast that you can use instead of scaffolding removes the need for scaffolding. And, like, why not? I don't know. But it feels that way to me. When they added elytras, they didn't really consider that elytras ruined horses and boats and minecarts. Aw, man. This is like saying the camel makes the horse obsolete. It kind of does, but the camel is also obsolete because of elytras, so. The thing is, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Obviously, camels and horses have their utility up to a certain point, but if Mojang designed the game better, they could all have their own utility. And that's the problem. I've actually proposed a number of times a way to make elytras a lot more useful for building specific things. And they, instead of changing old features, they just, they refuse to change old features and instead insist on adding new features that then make old features no longer useful. They could make old features and new features all have their own utilities that are niche, but instead they add general features that are useful in like every situation and make other features much less useful. That's the problem. The ghast thing is useful for building, but it's also going to be pretty useful for early game transportation. It's going to be really useful in the nether, assuming that you can bring the ghast into the nether. If you can't, then that's good. It's also going to be super useful in the end. It has too much broad application to it. Sometimes y'all hate to hate. Do you listen to what I'm saying, Granted? Do you listen to the reasoning that I come up with? Because it makes sense. As someone who loves Minecraft and wants Minecraft to have more things to do, this is a feature that will make Minecraft take less time to do. It will make Minecraft not as playable. There will be less things to do because there's not going to be any reason to go make a bamboo farm for scaffolding or to go make a resin farm for resin blocks, because why would I build all that when I can just go and get a freaking flying ghast? If it's not rare, then I agree with you. Okay. I can agree on that. If it's like a 1 in 100 fossils will have it, then that's hard enough and that's fine. I don't think they're gonna do that because I think if they wanted it to be hard, I just tend to think that if they wanted it to be hard, they would have made it hard. And if they wanted, being rare would make it too hard for the average, like, bad player to, it would make it too hard for the average bad player to get. Hold up. I don't know. Is that one word? Will Mojang listen to feedback? I mean, dude, 71% of people like it, so I don't think they're going to listen to my feedback or any of the people who don't like it, because, you know, it seems that the majority of people do like it. Whether or not the majority is right is a different story. And, like, obviously it's subjective, but I feel like I mean, I guess I'm very biased, but I feel like I have come up with far more reasons for why it should be implemented differently than other people have come up with for why it should be implemented in the way that it is. Like, even Granite is folding and saying that it should be rare. It being rare is essentially the same thing as just making it harder to get. When has the majority ever been wrong in world history? Germany, 1940s. What are your thoughts on the better visuals? That seems cool. For Bedrock, that seems cool. For Java, that seems like a thing that I would personally rather Mojang spend their time on, you know, instead of adding one new mob to the game drop, they add 2 or something, rather than, I always forget the R in Elytra, rather than adding a feature that mods have added for years. I think that it is nice that it is nice if we won't have to add mods anymore to use shaders. That's nice, but it's also not that much of a hassle, and I assume it takes Mojang like many hours, you know, like a collective hundreds of hours of all of their employees to add shaders, and like, I would rather them spend that hundreds of hours doing something else, because we already have shaders in Java. That's my thoughts. And I think that Java Edition is kind of synonymous with mods. So like Java players, I think generally Java players know how to download and install mods. So I don't think the Java players no longer having to download that mod will really fix very much, especially since like Java players need to know how to download mods, because Minecraft is such a game that is reliant on mods. Like Java is like almost unplayable without mods. So I don't think like this is preventing them from having to download one mod, but they're still gonna have to download 50 other mods. Did you notice the yellow text? What yellow text? The dried ghast is already rare? Is it? I don't think they mentioned it being rare, but maybe it will be. Who knows? Who knows if it will be? Somebody message requested me to tell me that they're bored and they need someone to play Minecraft with. And then I ignored them, and then they called me twice. I'm sorry, little child. I'm not playing Minecraft with you. The dried ghast. Yellow text on items for rare items. Oh, okay. That's good. I did not notice that, to be honest. That's good. Oh, a pale garden. That's good, I guess. I still feel as though there's, I don't know, I know it would be hard. I know it would be harder and difficult for a lot of Minecraft players, but the idea of working the new ghast mob into the already existing Uneasy Alliance achievement is just such a fire idea that it's upsetting that they're not going to do that. It would be harder, but it would also be very rewarding. It would be difficult challenge, gets you a good reward, the ability to fly early game. And in addition to that, I don't know why I'm checking the loot in here, I'm in creative mode. And in addition to that, it would work well with already existing stuff. It would like, you know, it would work together with already existing features instead of just replacing them. I can see who's the bad apple in this Minecraft community. Yeah, you're right. I suck. Me giving constructive feedback is terrible. Me giving my opinion on a feature that could be implemented in a better way that is more cohesive to the Minecraft experience is terrible. I'm the bad apple here. I disagree with Dash, but I do acknowledge the fact that he has some valid points. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a cool lake. Look at that. That's like, oh, I thought it was like a perfect circle. It's still pretty circular though. That's pretty neat. The saddles look so goofy. Yeah, I know a few people have said that they don't think they look goofy. The saddles look so goofy to me. That's a pretty cool lake. I would build my house here. If you make it require netherite to mine the dried ghast, then the player has to stay in the nether a lot longer. I feel like the argument that people are using, the argument that people have used to say like they shouldn't make the dried ghast achievable through the Uneasy Alliance advancement is the same exact logic that you could use to say making the dried ghast require netherite tools to mine is so bad, because now bad players won't be able to get it. I firmly stand by my opinion that not every feature should be accessible to every player. I firmly stand by that opinion. Whoa. Huh? This can happen? Whoa, wait. Is this a thing that happens? I don't think I've ever seen this before. You can have a spider spawner in a woodland mansion? Is this real? What is happening? Spider spawner in woodland mansion. Spiders can naturally spawn. Spider spawner in woodland mansion. I'm seeing someone. Oh yeah, I see someone else has one. I like the saddle. It gives me Studio Ghibli vibes. Okay, but genuine question. Does that give you Minecraft vibes? I don't personally think it looks that much like it belongs in Minecraft, the saddle. But, you know, that's fair. Hold on. Is there spider spawner? Oh, there's a spider spawner room. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh yeah. Woodland Mansion can sometimes generate secret floors. A secret room can be. I have a short to make now. I had no idea that you could do that. Spider spawners can generate in woodland mansions. Doesn't look exactly Minecrafty, but it doesn't look un-Minecrafty either. Okay, fair enough. No end update. Endermen are crying. I don't mind. I'm honestly okay with the lack of end update. I just want Mojang to stop screwing with like existing features by adding new features that overshadow them. I want Mojang to go back and nerf the elytra instead of adding something that now makes the elytra less valuable. Like, I know they're not used for the same thing, but it's gonna make flying a whole lot less satisfying when you've been flying the entire game. That's just the truth. Like, it's normally, as someone who's beaten Minecraft like 30 times, or probably more than that, honestly, it's such a satisfying thing to get your first elytra from the end ship and you go, whee, and you fly for the first time. If you've been flying around on a ghast the whole time, it's probably not going to be as satisfying. Maybe it could be more satisfying, though, if you think about it, because, like, ghasts are so slow that you now have a metric for, like, what flying is. You already have an idea of, like, this is flying. And then you get the elytra and you're like, wow, this is so fast. This is awesome. I don't know, maybe it could be good. Camman's a baby compared to Dash Bum. I wonder if Camman's older than me or not. I think he might be younger than me. Camman predicted the flying ghast perfectly. Yeah, it makes sense since the Minecraft movie is dropping. I don't want them to add... This is like a nitpick, honestly. This is maybe not a valid thing. But I don't want them to add things to the game from the movie. And if they did, I think that I would rather the player ride underneath the ghast like it's an actual hot air balloon than on top of the ghast. Call me crazy, but if you're gonna add flying ghasts, I feel like they should have just added it like in the movie. They could have had like a saddle that adds a little platform, like a 3x3 platform that you stand on, and you use that. It was made for base building. Dude, as someone who does base building all the time, like, it's not a needed feature. It takes away from other features. Minecraft surely should add the piglins to ride the normal ghasts, as we can't take the happy ghast in the nether. Can you not take it in the nether? Did they say that? If you can't take the happy ghast in the nether, that's good. I would agree with that. I think it should just immediately dry, like within like 15 seconds or something, like piglins. If you take it, it just dries out again. That's good though. That is, like, you know, a bit more balanced. If it's only usable in the overworld, and then I guess you could theoretically get it to the end. Building tips, lightning round, go. Oh geez, I haven't prepared for this. Some people don't want to defeat the Ender Dragon, so the world does not end and it becomes too easy. That's fair, I guess. But I still stand by my statement that if you want to build high up, you have blocks at your disposal. I just really don't feel like this is a feature that needs to be in Minecraft like whatsoever. It's a feature that makes building easier, sure, but they could have made building easier in so many better ways. Like they could have made building easier by adding shulker boxes that have shulker boxes that allow you to siphon or put items into them without opening them using that enchantment system, if you've heard about that. They could have made, have like, if you have like 5 different, oh, I just deleted my elytra. If you have like all of these different blocks, right, they can like, you can swap between them while holding them, or like imagine you have oak blocks and without crafting them, you can just like use a chisel item to turn it into a stair or something. Like they could have added a lot of things that would help with building, and they added a thing that doesn't help with building, or it makes building easier, but it's not needed because, as I've said like 5 times today, blocks exist. I'm building a castle up in the sky. I'm building a little castle up in the sky. Oh, I want to go down to the bottom of this and build some stuff. You can use water, you can use blocks. It already exists. Like there's not a whole lot that I think is really needed out of the flying ghast, other than just making the game easier. Or I don't know, noobs, I guess. Concrete slabs, for me, it would have been a life changer. I would also like concrete slabs. Still glad it wasn't the hydration bar. That's so true. Happy ghasts are perfect for building a castle in the sky. I just feel like a lot of fun could come out of this, like an elevator. That's fair. I'm down for an elevator. I don't know. Scaffolding's been pretty useless for years, and now Mojang is making scaffolding worse. Yippee! Love when scaffolding is even worse than it already was. So, imagine I want to add some vines to the bottom of here. Insert vine boom here. Place down water, and I'm gonna go boop 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 boop, and then I'm gonna go like that. No happy ghast required. Literally so easy. There's no. I forgot to bring a pickaxe. In my mind, there's really very little reason to add the happy ghast. This is like a thing that you can just do. This has existed in Minecraft for years. Nobody really seemed to complain about building things that were high up being too hard because blocks existed. Mojang just decided to add a feature that like nobody really asked for, that kind of takes away some of the utility of other blocks. Not even kind of, like that takes away some of the utility of other blocks. That's my thoughts. Not replacing, it's adding another option. I guess that's true. You can not use the happy ghast if you want to use scaffolding. I think I just would prefer them add something that actually adds something new to the game. Like I like the Pale Garden because it actually adds new building blocks, which, you know, I love new building blocks, and it adds something of like real value to the game. In the way that I see real value, they add new building blocks, new redstone contraptions can be done. This adds a thing that could already be accomplished before. It just makes it a little bit more easy to accomplish. And now, like, dude, I was so excited. I was gonna build a nice little resin farm so that I could have nice scaffolding blocks like this. And like now that the happy ghast exists, I mean, you can still obviously build the resin, right? You can still obviously build the resin farm and use resin. No one's stopping you. But from the perspective of, oh, I'm Mojang and I want people to play the game as much as possible, making certain blocks like scaffolding and resin blocks no longer useful because the happy ghast exists, it will prevent people from spending as much time in Minecraft because now they don't have to build these farms to get these items. Maybe, I mean, there's a chance that it could wind up because building is so much easier. Maybe it's more fun now with the happy ghast. Maybe people spend more time building, but I don't know. I tend to think that the people who already were building will continue building and they'll use the happy ghast. But the people who don't build, I think that the people who don't build are not building due to a lack of like creativity. I don't think they're not building due to building being too hard. The goggles look very goofy. Other than decoration, how is resin useful? Super useful as a scaffolding block. Because you can build out here, you build your thing, and then when you're done, you can insta-mine it with your fist. It's a very useful block. And like, slime blocks are also useful for a similar thing. Honey blocks are useful, but they both have movement slowdown, so this is nice because it doesn't. If you hop on a happy ghast to place a block 15 blocks up instead of grabbing scaffolding, then you're doing it wrong. Yeah, I guess I would agree with that. I think you can put a chest boat on it to move resources. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting once we get the snapshot to see. Maybe my mind will change. Who knows? Maybe I will decide, oh, this is great. But I'll try to keep an open mind. My initial thoughts, as you guys have heard me say 50 times today, my initial thoughts are, not that useful. Kind of makes other features not as good and not as special. Elytras used to be special because they were the only way that you could really fly. Now they're not. And that's kind of disappointing. I guess wind charges are maybe, I don't know. Wind charges aren't really flying. It's more of just like a big jump. What's up, G dude? I have a challenge for you. What is it? Build a small sky village by only stacking with scaffolding. Well, scaffolding blocks themselves have been useless for like years. But new like blocks of resin, I'm sad that blocks of resin are no longer good because blocks of resin already existed. If you can only use scaffolding, I would also argue that you're doing it wrong. The ideal use of scaffolding, here, let me teach you guys how to use scaffolding. Ready? Watch this. Okay, watch this. You have your scaffolding, you want to build a sky village, and you have scaffolding. You're gonna go up here. Clearly, elytras have a completely different use than ghasts. That is not the argument that I have made. I expect the drop will be about transportation. Okay, I will say, if they finally make minecarts better, I'll be happy. But yeah, elytras do have a different use. That is not really the point that I was making. But as I was saying, flying used to be only accessible through the elytra, and now it's not, which makes it less special. That's what I'm saying. So here's what you're doing wrong. If you use scaffolding like this, right? It's gonna go down to there, and it's gonna take you 5 hours to do this, right? It's gonna take forever if you want to stack your scaffolding all the way back up to here. But the way that scaffolding actually can be fairly useful is if you do this, and I'll show you in a second. So imagine I want to go out here. Geez, this takes forever. Okay, so I want to bridge out here. You take a water bucket, you swim down here, you place a block, swim up here, and then you place more blocks out. Takes like half as much time, super effective, takes way less resources. But as I was saying before, scaffolding is just kind of not that good in general, because the good thing about this system is you can do this and get rid of the scaffolding pretty easily. But that's the challenge. Oh, I thought your challenge was supposed to like prove a point about scaffolding being too useless to use, so they should add happy ghasts. In my opinion, scaffolding alone is like too bad but there are alternatives that already exist. So Minecraft is turning into worse Terraria. I don't know if I would say Minecraft will ever be worse than Terraria. I like Terraria, but Minecraft is so much better than Terraria. Opinion on the resin block, they look cool, might as well build a temple or something. Scaffolding is better than resin because you can go up and down. I mean, that's true. Well, not that scaffolding is better than resin, but it's true that you can go up and down. I don't really think that that's that useful. Resin are just for decoration. Dog, I literally showed you like a minute ago how useful scaffolding is, or how useful resin is. The point of the challenge was just to have fun. Oh, okay. My mistake. I thought you were trying to prove a point. Scaffolding, or resin blocks are very useful beyond just building. But also, like, I don't know, the builder in me wants a new block added to the game. I guess technically we have the dried ghast, but the builder in me wants new blocks added to the game as well, which would be nice. And it just makes me sad because we just got resin blocks. I'm barely gonna have any time to play around with resin blocks before they add a new feature into the game that makes resin blocks obsolete. What's something good to name my future ghastling? Piece of garbage. Also, you can say that same thing with resin, with slime and honey and TNT. What, that they're useful for that? Well, the other ones have a downside. That's why resin is good, because slime is slower to walk on, honey is slower to walk on, and TNT is, you know, sensitive to getting burnt and exploding. So that's why resin is good. There were new blocks. All the nature decorations? That's a different drop, buddy. That's a completely different drop. Hot air balloon that I'll never use after getting an elytra. That's a good name. Just put a carpet on a slime. I'll use piece of garbage. My biggest op is the happy ghast. Happy ghast makes me unhappy. I don't know. I guess it's a good thing, maybe, that people who really suck at Minecraft will be able to fly around. If they can't, you know, if they can't get to the end, they will be able to fly around. And I guess that's good. I don't know. I would like Mojang to spend their time on more useful additions that will, you know, benefit a larger portion of the game than really bad players. It will certainly be fun to do like ghast races. Do you like the locator bar? Oh no, the locator bar is trash. Locator bar is completely pointless and gets rid of all player privacy. Like, I like being anonymous when I play with my friends. I don't want them knowing that I'm under their base placing 50 bells. And I don't want to have to wear a pumpkin on my head to avoid getting found. The next drop is probably going to be like my least like, unless they, you know, bring some really useful features, it seems like it's on track to be a pretty trash update, or a pretty trash drop. Out of all the drops so far, probably not going to be one that I like a lot. There is nothing to look positive at for this mob. I mean, I just said that ghast races will be fun and that really bad players will enjoy it. It's just not a thing that Mojang needs to waste their time with. There needs to be a setting to disable your visibility. I agree. If they add that, then locator bar is fine. I still think coordinates are good. I think coordinates also teach kids how to use a coordinate plane. I learned how to use a coordinate plane far before school taught me, because I played Minecraft. And I feel like that's kind of neat that a coordinate plane, coordinates in Minecraft teach you some real life useful information. Like, you know, they teach you coordinates. And the locator bar means that kids don't have to use their brains anymore to, you know, to find their friends, which I think is kind of unfortunate. I, again, don't think it's a bad feature. I just think that it's a feature that Mojang really doesn't need to be spending their time on. I think I said the same thing about some of the mob variants, but those have grown on me. Those are fine. I'll take mob variants. I'll take mob variants over the locator bar any day. I just think I would like Mojang's drops to be more useful and more like actually new, like new features. Mojang's most recent, you know, the ghastling is just an existing feature called placing blocks beneath you, and the locator bar is just an existing feature called you know, the coordinates. And so like, I just want Mojang to add like actually new original features as opposed to adding existing features, but with a new paint of coat. No, new coat of paint. Sorry, not new paint of coat. That doesn't make sense. Well, you can have a pet ghastling, and that's pretty cool. I wonder if the ghastling will grow up even if you don't feed it, right? I think it would be nice if they made it so that you could keep the ghastling baby forever. That'd be cool. This is the most petty I've seen Dash be. This is the most valid I've seen Dash be. I'm spitting facts here. Is the locator bar Bedrock only? No, it's gonna be in Java too. Just wear a mob head. Do you want to wear a mob head all the time in your world with your friends? I want to wear a helmet, man. I don't want to take extra damage because I can't wear my helmet. That sucks. They should, if they add a toggle setting to it that allows me to toggle my visibility permanently, then the locator bar will be a fine addition. Still, it will only be a fine addition. It's not a great addition, but it'll be a fine addition. It will exist, and it will, you know, I'm sure it will help some really, really new players. Still stand by the fact that the coordinate system teaches kids how to use coordinates, and that's cool. That's good. That's good for math. The locator bar kind of takes that away, but whatever. I love ghast. They're my second favorite mob. My first favorite mob is a bee. I like bees. They should add massive bees instead of the flying ghast. Or just disable it if you're an admin. So okay, so the problem with that is it sucks. Imagine you're playing with your friends and your friend doesn't want to disable it for everyone, but you want to not know, you don't want people to know where you are. That's the problem. That's why if they add a toggle, like I've said, if they add a toggle where each individual player can decide if they want to show up on the map, that's fine. Then that's fine. That's a fine addition. But I don't know, you know, I don't know if they will add that, but if they do, then it will be a fine addition. I'm gonna get a ghastling, not use happy ghast, and name it piece of garbage. W. You saying that you're spitting facts sarcastically says a lot about you. I wasn't saying it sarcastically. Oh my god, is this the same spider spawner? Or is this a different one? Or not spider spawner, woodland mansion? I think this is a different one. Wow, look at that. Flying around, found 2 different woodland mansions. W Minecraft teacher sensei coordinates can teach kids. Yeah. I want to scare my friends. I have secret. I sent a resource pack that makes mob heads scary. Cool. I bet transporting mobs on the happy ghast is going to be the new best way of doing it. Just dangling mobs on leads. I think they'll take a lot of fall damage probably when they land, but see, I don't know. I like the boats. Now that boats are leadable, now that boats can be leaded, transporting mobs is pretty nice. This is a really nice hole that I want to fly through. Whee! Happy ghast, yes or no? I don't like the happy ghast personally. Can you turn down the music? Oh yeah, you're so right. I had it turned up because Minecraft Live, but I didn't turn it down. Oh no. It is good for holding 4 people. Yeah, I guess that's cool. I guess that's cool. Mojang's really trying to encourage people having friends. And that's neat. I don't mind the holding 4 people thing. I don't mind that. That's fine. I just feel like for a flying thing, for something that flies that's able to... My biggest problem that I have said 30 times today, and I'm gonna end stream soon because I gotta do homework, and I gotta make a short. But my biggest problem with the Happy Ghast is just it's so easy to get. Or it seems like it will be so easy to get. And for a flying mob, that I don't think it should be that easy to get. Flying has always been limited to get it to after the end. So I don't think a player who, you know, started playing like 20 minutes ago should be able to go get a flying mob. Just imagine the scenario of riding towards a sunset with shaders on, with pals. That's true, that will be nice. You've inspired me to start a hardcore world, make a series on my channel, and not use Happy Ghast. I mean, dude, so people are going to call me a hypocrite for this, but I will use the Happy Ghast because it is useful and it will save me time. But I still don't think that it is necessary. Like, I don't think that it's a thing that we added, or that we needed added, or that I would have added if I had any say over, you know, the feature. If I worked at Mojang and somebody came up to me and said, like, flying mob that you can ride on and build with, I would be like, that sounds like you're describing creative mode. And they'd probably be like, yeah, it is. And I'd be like, so why would we add that to survival mode? And then I would fire them and not give them any retirement money because that idea is terrible. So that's the thing. It's like, I guess it's not a terrible idea. It's a very existing idea. It's an idea that will exist. It will be there. The Happy Ghast will exist. It will be there. And, like, I'll use it, but I still think that we could have just left, like, Minecraft. You don't have to make every part of Minecraft easier. You can use scaffolding. You don't need to make Minecraft way easier by making it so that you can fly around while you build. Survival mode and creative mode, that's, like, the biggest difference. I mean, obviously you have limited resources, but the other difference is that you can fly in survival mode. Why are we adding flying, or that you can fly in creative mode? Why are we adding flying to survival mode? Why add flying ghast when elytra exists and you can get one very easily? Well, that's, a lot of people can't get elytras very easily. A lot of people can't get elytras very easily, and they serve very different purposes. But I think there are other things, like blocks, that serve the exact same purpose as a flying ghast, so I'm not personally a fan. Dash is just really genius with hot takes about Minecraft. Thank you. The dash pum glazing is crazy. See, people, it's so funny. People, anytime I say something good about Minecraft, people are like, you're glazing Mojang, but like, I spend like an equal amount of time saying that Minecraft is wasting their time adding pointless things like the locator bar to the game. So, I don't know. Not too happy about this Minecraft Live. I also was hoping to hear what the Spicewood game was. I don't know, maybe that wasn't even real. Who knows? What did they add? They added a ghast that you can tame and fly around on, and it seems pretty easy to get. Okay, I have to end stream chat. I got like a whole book to read and some homework to do. It's not for good players. This is not, or is for good players. This is not an easy mob. You're saying all this as if the Happy Ghast is found all over the Nether. Once it comes out, you know what? Here's what I'll say. Once it comes out, I will see how fast I can get the Happy Ghast, and then we'll determine if it's for good players or not, or if it's really easy. We'll find out. Maybe it'll be rare, but I still, even if it's rare, that's not that, like, difficult to, like, being rare is different from being like a challenge, you know? There's a big difference between something being you know, there's a big difference between something being rare and something being challenging. Rare just makes things more tedious. Challenging makes things more like fun to acquire. Do you usually stream at this time? I do not. I usually stream like 5 hours from now, or like maybe like 4 hours from now. All right, anyways, sorry for being a little harsh, but some people you say, oh, some stuff you say just feels stupid. I disagree, but that's fair. Happy Ghast is a challenge to get. I really don't think it will be, but we'll see. Getting into the Nether is not a challenge. And if it is a challenge to you, then you don't deserve to fly. Call me crazy. But if getting into the Nether and finding a fossil is too hard for you, you shouldn't be able to fly. You shouldn't even be able to fly like in creative mode in general in survival. But I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge except for the worst players. And I don't think that the worst players in Minecraft should be allowed to fly until they improve. As I have said, bad players should be encouraged to improve at Minecraft by giving them a challenging thing that gives them a good reward. The Happy Ghast could be a good reward if it was challenging to get. And if bad players, I'm sure some bad players would just like complain, but some bad players would, you know, improve and try multiple times. So it's literally what I said. Is it? Didn't you just say that it's a challenge to get? I don't think that it's going to be is the problem. Going to a Soul Sand Valley and finding it doesn't seem... It's for players who want to be good. Oh, you said it is for good players. I'm pretty sure. Unless I misread. Yeah, you said the Happy Ghast is for good players. So, I don't think that it's going to be much of a challenge, but we'll find out. All right, anyways, I gotta go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Or today. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye. I will, you know, we'll see what I think about the Happy Ghast and whatnot. See you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.